Good evening and welcome to this week's episode of Eat, Crit and Survive, where a bunch of people gather in the same location and eventually someone else will turn up as we play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah!
I'm going to be addressing the camera right here, ignoring the fact that you guys are in the room, until I turn around and say, hi guys, welcome back to playing D&D.
We've all travelled a really long way.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you moved from that sofa to that chair. It's worked out well for you. Yes, we are back playing.
Yes, it's from another country to be, yeah.
This is true. This is true.
It's not even playing.
We have a live. For the first time ever, Eat, Crit and Survive is filmed for a live studio audience.
You can't laughter.
Your discretion is advised.
Discretion is please stop viewing.
Please never stop viewing.
Please never stop viewing. Keep watching us on all platforms.
Never stop it.
24/7. 365.
That is what we're here for. Yes, we are back playing D&D. This is our second episode of this campaign. We are excited. We are pumped. Ross will be along in a little bit, and Tom will be along in a few weeks, whenever he.
Tom will be around sometime.
He'll be here
Yes.
probably some point in April, maybe May. We're not sure. Depends on when he finishes with those comps.
Hey, it's April next week, so it's not that long, really.
That's true. We'll see how it goes. But we are going to be continuing nonetheless and see how things tick by. Who is going ping?
Me, sorry.
It would not me.
I don't have any friends that are all here.
That is true. We are.
Wait a minute.
So yeah, we are back. We aren't just doing D&D, of course. We do board game streams as part of what we do here at Eat, Crit, Survive. If you want to check those out, you can type in. You can go to our YouTube channel. You can find us there. Just Eat, Crit, Survive. You can type in board games into our little command, and it'll come up with a link for you. You can also type in to go to YouTube and see what our previous campaign turned out and see what Connor looked like when he wasn't so miserable about his dice tray.
I'm having a bad day.
Would you like another dice tray to roll on me? Because I have got my big purple heart out there somewhere. Don, would you mind?
I may need instructions as to where it is.
So, behind the second sofas, in the
Behind us.
in the step cubed thing, there is a dice tray in there.
We could
Thank you.
legitimately pull the TV out of it and have a cinema.
The sparkly
Good.
one.
I mean, yeah, we could have just shared that.
We could have done, but we banished Dom to the other room, and now we can tell you what we really think. Sorry, Steph.
We like the dog.
Does he know how to roll in a wooden tray?
Yes,
This
that's how
one's
you're
lit-
demoted.
Yeah,
Doesn't make the nice clacky sound.
rolls in peasant.
Well, excuse me, what's
Oh,
on my 9?
I'm saving for a house now, Laura. I can't afford wormwood anymore. Oh, comes with 3 dice.
There you go. The DM dice.
DM
as
The
well.
DM dice.
No, those are the ones I used when I was playing as character. When I was playing as my
When I was
character.
playing a
Wow.
character. Are you not also now playing all of the characters?
I am playing all the characters now, but I could not remember which character it was when I played. It was in Tom's campaign.
Oh, Patron.
Patron, there we go. Those are Patron dice.
Patronize. Oh, yes.
So yeah, we are back. Connor broke his foot and some wood as he came.
I don't know which
I
one's more
dropped my
hurtful.
wormwood and I tried to cushion the fall
Oh,
with my
shit.
foot
Yeah.
and ended up just kicking it across the room and thought I got away with it until Luke rudely pointed out.
Yeah, Luke.
It's Luke's fault. I was happy up until the
Damn
moment he
your
pointed
perception
out
check.
that I had failed.
Your dexterity saving throw was successful-ish.
Yes.
It like barely missed the DC.
It's
From his-
needed a 10, got a 9, no modifier.
Yep. Dear. So that is happening. But yes, if you want to go and check out our previous stuff, you can go onto our YouTube page, or you can follow us here on Twitch, and you can see that stuff available in the highlights. So, with that in mind, hey, we have a re-sub from Seth the Icing, who's just over there. Says whoop whoop. Reese has gone for 8 months. That's how long you have been subscribing with your Prime to this nonsense.
Yeah.
Bless your soul.
Thank you for giving us.
You're going to a
Other
good
people's
place.
money.
Yeah. Give us a share of Jeff Bezos' money to give back to Jeff Bezos. It's all fine. Dear. So yes, we are going to carry on with our campaign. We can sit and chat for a little bit before we get to see if we get Ross in here.
You said 5 minutes or so.
And that was
Oh, that was an actual 20. That was good. How was everyone's week
Having
been?
a day of it. I just did-
How was your week before you broke your werewolf?
Not that great.
Ah,
actually.
leading up to it.
to clarify. Eat, Crit, and Survive are not sponsored by OneWood or Coca-Cola, as Connor and Matt.
You know
flaunt
what?
Their brand.
If they could, that'd be great at this moment.
All of a sudden, the werewolf problems would not be a problem.
I know,
No.
right?
What a great time for them to step up
Show.
support the smallest
Small
dreamers.
Small
The smallest of.
Are you knocking things
Just
over?
go, oh,
What have you just knocked over?
Break.
Who just knocked over the ramekin that was on the table?
Something.
well, feel free to get up and pick it up.
There was
Yeah.
a small,
You're not in my house anymore.
There was
You
a
can't just
small
knock-
ramekin that was on my table that was
Full
filled
of
with
pencil rubbing.
pencil rubbings and sharpness.
Oh, it's fine. We've got a Hoover.
I
It
mean,
has a
I-
lid on.
I've knocked it over about 8
We've
times.
got a Hoover.
We have a Hoover. No, that's going to fall off again. I can just see it.
Matthew, if you didn't put all your stuff, why is there a whole bowl of box of biscuits on your table? And to be
Why
fair, our
wasn't there?
board
I
game
mean,
is there as
it's an
well.
empty box.
Why is there still an empty box?
Because it's there.
God
Again,
damn.
why is there still an empty box? This is the smallest room of our house. Why are we all crammed into it?
That's why we all try and live
Really?
in one room.
Because everything is full of sofas.
Yes,
That's true. The living room is
yeah.
full of sofas.
Can't
It doesn't have this nice table.
Even the sofa.
Yeah, it's a sofa
Sofa
room.
room.
It is just
Like,
there to
um,
house sofas.
It's like a bouncy room, but with sofas.
All of a sudden, life's a little bit.
We're glad.
The Elvis glass is full.
The one drink to
What's
roll
that?
them all.
God, would you mind putting another coaster under that can for me? Or put it on Matt's mat there. There are no coasters behind me. There's a bunch over there. I just can't get.
He's put them on his phone.
It's fine. I'll do.
He's very precious about his table.
Smells table. Happy to.
Yeah.
Beeswax polished it the other day. And Steph's just done it again!
I know, that time it landed the right way up.
Just leave it on the floor, honestly. Just
No,
leave,
I
just leave
didn't
it.
leave it on the floor. I
Yeah.
left something else.
Oh,
Just
okay.
put everything on the floor.
Why do I invite you people round?
Next week, you're not going to be invited. It's borderline that I am.
Hey,
So,
no.
you need to start
It's
walking
borderline
early.
that I am. And I live here.
That's true. To be fair, Don, we could get Laura to just pick you up on our way home from work, so we wouldn't have to worry about this Muppet.
Oh, yeah, that's great. That's their home. In a padded room.
Everything is safe and secure.
Straight to the floor.
The problem is your dice would have to be rounded for your own protection. You'll just keep
That's why I
rolling.
was so terrified when I dropped my dice. It's like, I think I've got them all, apart from 1d4.
Yeah.
The lethalest
The
of all
pointiest
dice.
boy.
Yeah, the sharpest dice that you can stand.
We found it. It was okay.
Yeah, he did. It's all
And I
right.
got good
How long
in
have we
the
had these one-word trades? It's got a bit
Oh, this is-
5 years.
Not that long. I think maybe 3 or 4 years. I think we got them just like middle of campaign 2, or middle of campaign 1, maybe the beginning of campaign 2.
Damn.
Yeah, right in the
I
beginning.
mean, this is my second one of these bolts because it has a split in it.
Same.
Hey, twinsies!
Mine wasn't dropped on the floor.
And nor was mine. It's gone with the natural grain of the wood. That way.
I mean, it has actually followed the grain. So,
It's clearly a natural defect.
Yeah.
Which I just made worse.
Yeah. That is the only thing I don't like about
It
this table.
failed the drop test.
Yeah. That's the only thing I don't like about this table is that these leaves go perpendicular for the grain. But at the same time, I also have a load of stuff on it. I can't really tell.
Just gives it some character.
It does. There's plenty of character on this table. Optimistic is on his way. Apparently. Which means I'm going to have to pull this up so I can.
Let's see what the heck I am doing.
Well, mostly so I can make an adjustment so that I can put him in shot.
And I will long rest.
Yeah, you two, you and Matt have a long rest.
Call this health.
I know.
So exactly 10% what I actually
Yes. Regained my rages.
Farage.
The Raj has been procured.
Nigel Farage.
I would like to
That's going to be a one-shot barbarian now. Nigel Farage.
Courage.
Oh dear.
Nigel F. Rage.
Nicholas Rage. Nicholas Rage.
Nicholas Rage.
Nicholas Rage.
All right, Ross is back.
It's an elk.
Something's good. Is
He
here.
has no audio.
Oh, he has no audio. I need to adjust things.
Oh,
You
That's
have
because I probably need to unmute myself.
That
Yeah.
would help.
That'll work.
there we go. We have a Ross.
We gotcha. We
a
gotcha.
me in Zoom, and I can switch the Zoom off on my phone.
His head is very low down.
His head is very low down, but he is also slightly
I'm
stupid.
slouching, that's why I can have posture checks if I fall off the screen.
There we go. All right. How are you, Ross? How is your son doing? He was been.
It's feeling the effects of his 1 year jabs a little bit more, so he's a bit grumpy at the moment. But he's much better. He is much better today, but he's kind of fine until he's not, and then
Right.
And then all hell breaks loose.
but then all hell's break loose. Yeah.
I just realised I've got this on the.
I was just about to say I am not on stream yet.
There he is.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's because I had it in studio mode, so I had you popping. I had you on my side, but I didn't realise it didn't pop up there. So it will scroll through momentarily, depending on how long the delay is. So
Okay.
For a while without any right.
there it is.
I'm here.
There you are.
Is there a particular reason why you're polishing Ross?
There was some chocolate on my screen, so I just had to clear that out of Ross's
Okay,
way.
you're banned as well. Get away from the
No, it's on my screen.
Oh, dear. So yes, we are,
In 5 minutes, it's just going to be Luke and Dom in here.
Yeah,
and even that's questionable.
it's the only person he trusts.
I'll put the camera at the end of the table and just put like cardboard cutout.
Yeah. Back to Zoom we go.
Right, so with that done, we shall begin our next part of the adventure. Where we last left off, this band of adventurers had gathered for the first time on the outskirts of Sevenham, beneath the Northern Watchtower, and had set off north after a quick conversation, getting to know each other a little bit, and establishing that no one was running away from anything.
Nope, not at all.
Running to something.
Yes.
Sure.
Adventure.
You then made your way out of the village and continued your way north, walking through the forest, eventually being caught up by Klaus, the brother of Elijah. I'm still at the phase where I have to look at my notes just to remind myself.
That's fine. Throw it away.
I have a.
When I have a bit,
the artist.
Yes.
when I have a bit more time, I will put like character names up in the negative space above your heads in the Zoom window in the overlay. But I'll just do that during the week at some point. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, you had met some animals. You got drunk off of some weird on a maple nut sour.
Yes.
A concoction of, well, just a fermented coconut type thing that you picked up and enjoyed the juices of.
Get without worrying about the consequences.
You then continued a bit further on, and as you came to a plateau to rest for the night, one of you was attacked, Cassian, by some big beetles.
Buggy boys.
That's
Bug
what
boys.
happens when you go wandering off into the woods.
That's
Yep.
what happens when you fall over a log and break your bottle of sap that you got.
Yep, they wanted that sap. So they came after you, and it was not fatal for anyone. It did not. It did not Klaus unconscious. That was unfortunate. But with your guide and cartographer of Winsome,
Winsome.
I did remember it.
Gruesome.
God, what have I done?
brought us together. We are powerful as one.
Oh
Are you
god.
talking about us as a couple or
All of us.
Okay.
All of us as a couple.
fighting?
As a team.
Oh, thruple.
Welcome to the Eat Critter Survive polyamory.
There are 6% if they get a sextuple.
Yes.
The best kind of double.
This kind of double.
Until Tom arrives, we always wanted to septuple.
Well, anyway, you had time to have conversations.
The ball audience.
God damn you, Matthew.
Having had some time to have conversations around the campfire, you settled in for the night's rest. You saw a large owl just fly through the distance, and you wake up the next morning having noticed a giant tower off in the far distance, and that being your next landmark to aim for at the very least. After your rest upon the plateau, the weather is still quite cool early in the morning. There's a light layer of dew that rests upon the grass. The sun rises and the warmth feels good against your skin. You do notice that there are clouds gathering in the west, and they are moving in your direction. But for now, the sun shines. What would you like to do? And also bear in mind, because you will all have rations in your supplies, mark off one of those from your day's journey.
Oh yeah, I've got times 10.
Yep.
So times 9.
So we are at the point where we are going to be keeping track of food and stuff.
We've got 2 of those coconuts.
You have got 2 of those.
Lovely bunch of coconuts.
Sorry, Ross.
I was just singing lovely bunch of coconuts song.
Diddly-dee.
Okay.
Winston is awake and is busy gathering his various bits and pieces, including his now dried map and some various other bits that he had, and eating on some of his rations, the sort of dry biscuity type thing.
Good morning, everyone. Looks like we're going to have a pretty good start today to go off to that tower. Everyone's feeling up for another trek.
Yeah, I guess.
I can't even remember a tower. Why does my head hurt so much? So much.
It was the that giant beetle that tried to eat you.
Are you sure it wasn't the coconut?
No, it's definitely the beetle.
Are you
Okay.
feeling okay after the beetles? You got a bit knocked down.
Yeah, she did get pushed around a little bit by the bugs.
Nothing I've not felt before.
Well, gee, you should take that care of yourself.
No.
I try to. I don't like it when things get too close.
Okay, I'll try and look after you.
Oh, look, see? Making friends.
Yeah, isn't that part of why we're here?
Yes.
Definitely.
Well, I
It's
would
not
say
just
your
a-
morning energy is far too great.
You're not a day morning person.
I'm
or
more of a
day
night owl.
More
More of a night owl, you could say. Remember their inside voices until at least noon. High noon. Really high.
Okay, then.
So in the words of those old text adventures, go north.
Okay, you break down the camp and get yourselves ready to march off. Who is leading the way today?
Sure.
All right, roll a survival check
What can go wrong?
to travel north. Apparently, you can't roll into a dice tray.
You don't deserve that, Trey.
You know who
I
does?
15. 15, okay. You start making your way down through the forest. And one of the things you do notice from starting on this high level plateau going down the hill is that the forest is thinner in here, in as much as there are sort of big chunks of trees, but there are less of them there. But they all seem to have grown to about the same height. Go on.
I thought I'd already opened it.
He was waiting for a lull.
I was waiting for a loud noise.
As you're able to go down, you can see the trees are all pretty much the same height because they have been growing north facing. So they are getting plenty of sunlight, but they've all grown about the same height. So just nice and steady. But they are a lot thinner. So you do notice that there are a lot more shrubs and other bits of wildlife and plant life that are growing here. You see things like rabbits that sort of scamp through, and
We know what a rabbit is.
you are aware of some of the basic animals. Yeah.
Basic bitch rabbits.
Yes. Yeah. Rabbits do come onto the farmlands, and people are aware of rabbits as a thing. Same as some of the more unusual, some of those simian creatures that you saw yesterday.
Yes.
That were just sort of lounging up chewing on some food and just watching you. Some things you do notice in some of the gaps, there are full berry bushes, which have berries of various shades of red and purple.
I've learned my lesson.
Yes, I'm going to inspect the bushes and see if I think the berries might be safe to eat.
Make a nature check.
Nature. Oh, sure, might as well be
Oh
survival.
no, I'm actually proficient in nature, so I should know this. I'm a tree expert. Hold on.
Nature. That is a 9.
9?
They're berries.
These are berries. They are red.
Can I have a look? Because obviously, I think I know trees, so maybe I know. Maybe I know bushes and berries too.
Make a nature check.
Oh, this is the bad berry. I don't know.
It's a shame of having two.
Yes, it's a 4. I only know trees.
These are not trees.
These are not trees.
They are berries.
Based on how well the coconut went yesterday, I would suggest we don't eat these.
Yeah, I agree. I don't recommend
Be my guest.
Do you?
Absolutely not. No.
I lean towards my brother and I say fairly quietly, "Wow, she's learning. He's learning."
Sorry.
Yeah, just to confuse things, male, female.
Male.
Yeah.
Just that's the one that's really going to confuse.
Yeah, I know, right? Tom also playing a male. It's
I'm going to prepare a wig or something when I come out.
I'm going to shake my head.
don't.
Full wig.
Yeah, bald cap.
Or fake beard.
We should probably, if we, yes, fake beard. I've got a fake mustache. If we,
There we go. Is Cassian clean shaven or just?
no, he's got like blonde kind of beard, but not like down here, like kind of neat and tidy around there.
A close beard.
A close beard. Is that what it's called?
Oh.
Nah, that's what we're calling it now.
It's not a Gandalf.
It's like
Basically, you can't sit there doing that.
no.
It's like
I'm just fuzzy. However-
it's like Tilly's fur.
That's very long and soft. That's
So is
more
his
like
beard.
hair. Yeah, long soft hair. If we've got enough food for now, I wouldn't worry about eating or touching these berries because God knows what it does. So
Yeah, I agree. We should stay clear of that for now.
Just stick to eating what we know. There's a couple of rabbits and so on there.
We've still got plenty of rations. No need to worry about that yet.
yeah,
At least I've got plenty of you.
Oh yeah, I've got so much of proper food.
we can find something at our next stop, most likely.
Which
You
is so
tell
you
them.
can eat the same thing.
It's been one day.
Exactly.
It's been 30 minutes.
And you had a
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm holding it in one hand.
And you had a coconut.
I did not have a coconut.
We learned from my
No,
mistakes.
I was very knowledgeable on coconut and chose to just
Okay.
not impart that knowledge.
We do come out for something we do recognise then. Maybe there'll be some better berries further along.
Yes, ones that we actually do recognise would be a much better idea.
Can I take some anyway?
Sure.
Just take a
How many do you want?
10.
10? Can you have 10 berries? You have 10 berries, question mark. Or 10 question mark berries, however you want to do it. 10 berries?
Oh no, my sack of tree.
10.
apple.
Oh yes, you need to mark up your stack. Your
Yeah, it broke.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Alright.
Okay, let's carry on.
Whilst we're traveling,
Yes, please.
because hopefully I'm doing this early enough, but because I'm just confirming my abilities as we're moving. But whilst we're traveling, I would like to turn to Cassian and say, Cassian, can I just have a quick look at your grey axe, please.
Yes. Always, mate.
Just been thinking about a few things on it. Hold on a second, and I'm going to just work to sharpen the edge a little bit of it.
Yeah.
See if I can improve the durability of it a little bit, and more specifically,
Yes.
grant it +1 to attack and damage rolls.
Yep.
And enhance the weapon.
That's your enhanced weapon that lasts for a day.
It lasts until I choose to not focus on it anymore, I believe.
Is it a concentration?
Your infusion remains indefinitely, but when you die, the infusion vanishes after 4 days. The infusion also vanishes if you give up your knowledge of the infusion or you exceed your maximum number of infusions.
Oh, it's
on
one
there.
of your infusions.
Yes, it's one of my infusions. Sorry, yes.
But that's a permanent.
+1 to
The
you.
permanent +1 to your attack and damage.
He decides it's not.
Yes, until I decide it's not, basically.
Very nice.
And that's
I can,
that's on the damage modifier.
yes,
Yes, and attack.
attack
Yeah.
and damage. It's like
Yeah.
basically it's like a +1 magical weapon, basically.
Yeah.
Yes, this is your enhanced weapon.
Enhancements. When we get an opportunity, when I get an opportunity, I'd like to also do the enhanced armor for myself. But I feel like that's more of I need to stop for a bit and work on it a little bit. So maybe I'll do that.
Copy
on
that.
pause. So this seems more
Nice.
appropriate. Anyway, I hand the axe back. Go, yeah, this should help you out a little bit if you encounter any more of those bugs.
I'll well, thanks, mate, and I'll swish it round. Look shinier already.
As you
Careful.
heft it around, you feel that there's an extra sharpness to the blade as it cuts through the air, and you're able to feel that difference. As you swing it back the other way with the heft of the hammer end, it feels as if the weight has been rebalanced. So there's a lot more swing behind it. So when it makes an impact, it's a lot more solid.
Oh, new toy. What do I get to smash with this time?
Try it on Klaus.
More bugs. I don't think he'd appreciate that. I think I'd rather not make any more enemies for now. Thank you.
Any more?
We all have enemies, let's be fair.
No.
Do we?
No?
No. not really.
Well, I think you've
Enemies.
got beef. You got beef with your brother, don't you? You're basically an enemy.
Real enemies.
It's not a real enemy.
He's just
Killed by a bug.
I think the best way to describe us would be frenemies.
Frenemies, right?
The best way to describe
Frenemies.
Winston says,
Yeah.
I think the best way to describe it would probably be brothers.
Yeah, it reminds me of how me and my brother used to fight when we were younger.
We have a brother.
Yeah, Nikolai. I thought you'd have come across him. He hangs around the council area.
Oh,
bit.
yeah, yes. Sorry, yes.
That's okay. He's only in training. It's not very important. Not yet.
I have both my parents.
My God.
No, no
You guys
siblings.
never played D&D before. They're supposed to be dead.
Yeah, I
and
know.
missing.
What was the name of that book?
Siblings.
My
Never
dad-
had.
My dad wrote the spike for me before I left.
D&D Gibbs, it's a happy family. Why are you here?
What was the name of that brother? Sorry,
My brother,
Yes.
Nikolai.
Nikolai. Thank you.
He's on the list. Stop it.
How are you spelling Nikolai? K in it.
Nicolai.
No, it's definitely not Nikolai.
Stop it. I'll throw Colin along with it, you will make no difference to him.
That's good.
You're making my name look-
Just looks different to the photos I sent them now.
All right.
I'm not concerned. I've just sent them a DM on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and on their email. I demand a reply now.
Good
Covering his bases.
So,
Maybe that's how you actually kill a DM. You have to join a wormwood stake through.
It's the only way to kill a sacred DM. Is a wormwood stake through the heart.
all right. So, you continue on the journey. Is there anything else that you are wishing to do whilst you are travelling?
So, the requester. The requester. of Elijah. I'm going to keep an eye out for anything edible that I recognise.
Make a perception check.
Ooh, that's better. 13.
Okay. You look around and you just sort of you keep your eyes high for a little while, and sometimes you just bring them down just sort of scout. As you do scout by, you do see in the shade of quite a lot of the trees are mushrooms. They are the safe edible mushrooms that have been picked previously.
Vegan mushrooms.
They are safe. They are delicious. They are edible. They're probably most common in texture and taste of button mushrooms, but they are a little bit bigger.
I will gather up and chop.
Not the same size as tomato.
Yeah, I'll get some.
Big ass mushroom. No one's been here ever.
Been free to grow.
You live it long enough,
And
it's
so-
grown to a step for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Hello, I am a mushroom.
I've been free to go until now. So
You are able to pick. You're able to pick some mushrooms if you so wish.
I do.
Can I the wood where we
Elijah, look
were,
what I
was
found.
that-
We got some mushrooms for dinner time. Oh, look a change, yeah.
Certainly a garnish for a salad. Yeah.
Yeah. And trust me, they're the safe ones.
Sick, apparently.
Apparently.
This is
I'm really sure of
the
it.
risk we take being out of the wild.
Which makes all looks like everything that's edible here is some sort of drug, LSD. Kind of,
Same
every
grow.
meal you eat, you just tripping balls.
Edibles.
The wood that was around the area that we stayed last night. Was
Yes,
that? I can't remember if that was like wood that I could use to make a fire.
it was. You could have gathered enough to create a bundle to just sort of.
As we walk, if I see any like
Tinder.
felled trees,
Mhm.
is that the right word?
Yes.
Can I
You know, your
just
wood
chop?
garden.
Thank you, Sarah. I pride
Don't.
myself on that
Ross, if you just want to put innuendo into the chat.
as well.
Especially how to fix a rolling tray.
Got an axe.
Don't need that. Just drop it on the floor and breaks it just the same.
A wobbling tray. Is that what we use to make your scars in?
What? Can I chop? If we ever come across, can I chop some up to actually get some wood for fire?
Sure. You looking around, you do find a tree that has naturally it's just rotted away and it's just fallen. So it is available there for you to spend a good 5-10 minutes or so chopping into firewood.
Yay!
I'll say make a strength check just to see how competent you are at this. You have got your wood carving tools, so add your proficiency to this.
Cool. Efficiency. That is a 23.
You make some damn fine wood.
Thanks.
You captured America.
Yeah. I don't need an axe.
You get the axe to just create a little wedge in there, and your fingers in. And you just carry on your shoulder.
Nice.
I turn to Grit
Yeah.
as she's doing this and say, "Is this something that he needs to do this every so often? Just hit something."
Well, it's just more about the trees, isn't it? I think is the thing. Less generally.
You just hear me in the background going, God, I love trees.
Hey.
Chopping wood.
You
All
really
day long
love them trees.
is my chopping wood song.
Mostly loves them when they're on the ground, though. Oddly enough.
Okay.
So
Duly noted.
how many we're going by, how many kind of bundles of wood would I have?
I mean, you'd probably be able to make 3 or 4 bundles of wood, but bear in mind you have to carry it.
Can I have a couple of 2 bundles of wood, because there's probably going to be plenty of trees.
Sure, you can
Take a
carry it.
bundle if you like.
Yeah,
You can
Wouldn't
have
it be
3
convenient?
bundles of wood.
3 bundles of wood.
Wouldn't it be convenient if someone had a bag of holding right now?
Oh wait,
If I-
do you?
What is a bag of holding? Because that is not a thing that exists in this world. No one knows what a bag of holding is. It's just a bag.
It doesn't
surely.
exist yet.
It doesn't exist yet. It's something Grit keeps going on about. Apparently, there's this magical bag that can fit anything and
Well,
everything.
It's
in
just a theory right now. But
it. Yeah, apparently.
I mean, any bag could fit anything in it if the bag was big enough.
But it's a small
It's just-
bag
yeah.
that can fit tons of stuff in it, like endless.
Well,
Your brain can't comprehend, but his brain can.
It's a bit far-fetched.
I know, right? But Grit is he's
look,
convinced it can work.
if you don't believe, it will never happen.
Yeah, I like that attitude. Got to give it a try.
Oh, I don't doubt him. If anyone's going to do it, he's going to do it.
That or I blow us all up at some point.
That too. And I've been on a fair few of the explosions.
Just out of interest, does Grit have what's depicted in his mini on his back?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You realise as he's saying this that he does have his lit cigar and a stick of dynamite
Yeah.
over his shoulder.
Strong believe.
Which, by the way, we should probably give you stats for that stick of dynamite, Rob.
Yeah, just literally just one stick. Yeah, in fact, I think it already exists, doesn't it?
Is there a stick of dynamite in there?
There's a stick of dynamite or like a
Oh,
bomb
yeah.
or something might be on there.
There might be a bomb in there.
Dynamite's on.
Is there
There's-
dynamite?
There is a bomb, a bomb which is a adventuring gear. As an action, a creature can light this bomb and throw it away, and then people take 3d6 fire damage. So it doesn't sound too ridiculous.
No, that sounds about right. That's fine.
Nice. It
It's a
sounds
stick of
similar to actually what my bombs were
Yeah,
with you, but yeah.
that's fine then.
Cool.
Yeah.
We've got a stat for it. It's a one-use thing if you need to blow stuff up.
Yeah,
I've written down 3 bundles, but like you've got one.
of dynamite.
What's right? I'll show you.
3 bundles of dynamite. It's fine.
No, 3 bundles of sticks, not dynamite.
Dynamite sticks. Gotcha.
You've got the dynamite. I keep the sticks.
Anything else you would like to be doing on the journey?
Is there any live game that's
Yeah, plenty.
available to be hunted?
Plenty. There's rabbits. There's squirrels. There's a few other creatures that you are not as familiar with. There's a couple of. You do see. Actually, make a perception check. I think your past perception is higher than most.
Yeah.
But make a perception check.
It is.
Nine.
You think you hear something bigger than a rabbit or a squirrel running through the woods somewhere. But as you turn to it, cannot then spot it.
Am I able to just get a couple of rabbits?
Make a spot check to see if you can.
Make an attack against a bunny.
When you're a bard, you could just viciously mock them and then they'll die.
17.
17. You are. It is effectively you all will have to take a short rest because trying to catch animals whilst you're walking is
That's fine.
difficult.
I mean, he could be catching animals whilst I'm chopping wood.
Yeah,
And whilst this could be a good opportunity for me to
yeah, sure.
armor out as well.
Yeah, sure. So whilst that's all going on, you are able to catch and you're able to catch 2 rabbits.
2 rabbits.
Yes, quite large rabbits as well.
2 quite large.
Not large, quite large.
Quite large rabbits.
Do you know how to skin one of these bad boys?
I'm sure I can work it out.
I mean,
I have a dagger.
I mean-
I
You have to peel it.
I have a
I've
10
done
space.
it.
I was like, no.
I've done a few in my time.
Yeah, me too. I'll give you a hand if you
Ah,
like.
there we go.
Share it around.
Get a nice pelt out of it.
Gonna need a lot of rabbit. Quite large rabbit.
I mean, I just like, you'll notice that like his clothing's just got like little fur trim around it. So like,
They are pretty large rabbits. They're like yay big. Like the size of a
Foot-long
average cat.
we knit enough together, we can make a nice quilt.
You do need to prepare the hides a little bit. You do know that. You don't exactly have tanning supplies here.
It's better than nothing.
It's just rotting skin. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Lovely. So we have some rabbits. Been chopping wood.
Your
Can
armor.
I-
So Ross, you were enchanting your armor, is that right?
Yes, that is correct. Yes, it
That's just
basically
enhanced armor.
it is +1 to my AC. That is all.
Yes.
They're not very exciting at the beginning, but we're big steps to the bigger
I
stuff.
was going to say, Leela never used her infusions because she literally jumped straight in and had everything she had. This is like actual bottom art, like good artificer baseline.
So you spend some time whilst this wood is being chopped and the rabbits are being killed. You oil. What type of armor do you have?
That's a great question. I could tell you if I remember from what I just saw. Scale mail.
Scale mail. You oil the scales to give them a little bit of protection, and you find some scraps of other material that you are able to put in there. It's work that because you were given it before, you were giving it from Novi. You're able to adjust some of the straps and sort of shine over some of the scales. And there's a couple where there's a broken scale. It looks like this was possibly a second-hand item.
Mm-hmm.
So you are able to replace some of the scales and just sort of adjust them around. So some of the ones which are lower down on the sort of the skirting part of it, which aren't needed down there, you bring them up and put them into the pauldrons and across the chest plate, so you are more protected.
Nice.
And whilst I'm doing this, anyone
Shut up, man! Shut up!
anyone watching will just notice the sheer number of like tools and instruments and things that I have basically. So yeah, loads of hammers. I think I've got on me. Just a ridiculous amount of equipment. I'm just pulling out my backpack basically.
Yeah, fair enough. Matthew. Sorry, Klaus.
While this is all
Yes.
going on,
I have a thought.
Good for you.
Matthew shouldn't have a turn.
can I try and estimate how far I think in terms of distance the tower is, given that I was one of the two people that actually saw it yesterday?
Okay, make an intelligence check.
Oh, you had to go there, didn't you?
I did.
5!
You knew it was about a day from where you were on the top of the plateau.
Okay, it's slightly less than that.
It's less than a day.
Okay, cool.
Good.
You ask the egg, and the egg isn't sure.
Could someone tell me what this tower actually looks like? Because I couldn't see anything from where I was.
Yes, I can.
Good.
From what you can see, it was just a grey stone structure that was protruding out from.
Was
From
it
what I
like
could see, it was a grey stone
was it
structure
like
that was protruding out of the earth.
one single tower?
That's
Like-
all they could see from that distance. That sort of detail. It was difficult to see the sort of main details of it. From
So
that
it wasn't
distance.
like kind of a bit of a wall with a turret. It was just like
Not sure. Based on the size of it being, it could be, but
Oh, okay. So just a tower, cylindrical tower.
well, they would have seen it in pretty much 2D from that distance, but probably.
It's a two-dimensional
Wow.
tower.
It's a 2D
It's
tower.
just a cardboard
Flatland.
cutout.
Flatland!
It's a cardboard cutout of a tower.
Mario Paper World. That's
Everyone
what
sees the
it's
same.
called.
Everyone sees the segment.
Good, then I know what to look out for. Fabulous. Well, I've got my wood. He's got his rabbits.
You done with your armor crits?
Yes, I think I finished.
Onward.
Is that the right way?
Winsome.
Yes, it is.
Still, let's go.
As you continue on, after about another half hour or so, you can try me about half a day at this point. You do find you rejoin the river that was flowing underneath the hill. You also see that there is a slow trickling stream that's been coming down the hill that's sort of running parallel to where you are, and sort of ambling its way down, but then joins in with this river, just grazing on a slightly wider channel. There are fish still swimming around in there as before. Some of them are a little bigger than the ones that you saw on the other side. It's possible that under the wall, under the mountain, there is a whole ecosystem going on there.
There's always a bigger fish.
Yeah.
I've come across the river again. Sorry.
Yes, you've come back to the river on the other side of the hill. So as Edric and Winsome is sort of making notes and just sort of stretching things out just to remind yourself to join the map.
trees.
Can I? Yes. Actually, I'm more distracted. I was going to say, can I lean over like Winston Shorten's back? What are you doing?
I'm making notes so I remember key landmarks for when we look. See, and he showed you, and it shows that basically it's talking about time based on the sun's trajectory, and sort of giving it as a vague distance of how far they've travelled from Seven Homes. So he's just making notes of different things. So river emerges and river disappeared, plateau, that sort of thing.
So you're doing a map.
Yes, I did introduce myself as the cartographer.
That was probably before I ran in, and I had been running. It does make me a bit I was a bit tired. Do apologise. I'm just looking at this is brilliant. So this could actually help us get home if we needed to.
That's the idea, yes. It's to help people find both ways. That is kind of, yes. Yes.
Brilliant. Yes. I love it. Very good. Very good.
Thank you. I use my own quills, you see, my own feathers. You see, and he just shows you one of his quills, and it is the same feather.
Well, at least you're not going to run out of any anytime soon.
Well, no, I find it a little more personal to use my own quills. You know, I mold them, and they're going to use.
I mean, I made this axe from the first tree that I chopped down.
Presumably, just the handle parts.
Yeah, the metal I got from my dad did it. But I didn't do that bit.
Huh.
But I did the handle.
An excellent handle.
Thanks. And you'll just like Sorry, I forget that this is actually quite big and it could actually hurt people.
Yeah.
Sorry. Put it back. Nice job.
Thanks.
Are we on this way?
Yes.
Fab.
Check the compass.
Let's go.
We worked. Okay. I'm very confused.
No, you'd stopped to do some drawing. I was just making sure.
No, he was still walking. He was just making more notes.
I thought you'd stopped I thought we stopped at the river.
No, you'd stop before the river. You just were now noticing the river.
We found the river, but we kept walking once we found it.
Oh, I thought we'd stopped because we were at a crossing a river.
No.
Okay.
The river is still running north.
Oh, okay.
But there's a small stream that has come down from the right hand side from where
so
you
we've
are.
kind of joined back up to where we think we lost the same.
Yeah, you think it's the same river.
Okay.
It's likely. You don't know.
Okay.
Did one of you that saw the tower see if the river went past it?
I couldn't see from the distance.
Okay. We'll just keep following it. I'm sure we'll see the tower.
If this is the right way, if this was north and the river's going north and the tower was north, I think it's probably
We're going south.
We're going. It's probably the right way to go. I don't know. I don't really know directions.
East. I thought you said west.
All right.
Good chance for some fresh water anyway.
Yes. You have to refill your water skins as you're going. It is very clear, very clean, quite cold actually.
Is that from the river?
Yeah.
Where it's
Wonder if it's got
warm.
cold going underground. It's been out of the sun.
Oh, Ross, your camera's
I
disappeared.
say I'm still here. I'm just trying to fix my camera. For some reason, it's broken.
Right, now it's a symbolic letter R.
Oh.
All right, it's definitely here in spirit.
Yeah. No, Connor's here with spirits, and that's the point. All right, as you continue on, those of you that are looking out for the tower as a landmark, make a perception check for me, please.
I mean, yeah, I don't see why not.
Go.
Ooh, natural 20.
Yay!
7.
Yay!
21.
natural one.
11.
11, natural 20.
No, sorry, 9.
Ross,
Not much difference.
15.
15. Okay. So for Grit and for Ysaria,
Ysaria.
Ysaria, I keep getting it. It's because
We'll get there. It's fine.
Ysaria. You're able to see the top of the tower protruding from the forest as you're coming down and getting out more and more flatland.
I see the tower. Look, over there.
With your natural 20, and you are maybe, I'd say at this point, you're probably 10 miles or so away from it. you are able to see that it is more than just a tower going up. There is something atop the tower.
Oh, I think this has does it? Oh, that's interesting. We'll just see more when we get closer. Still got about 10 miles to go.
Continue on. As you are going, you also notice, as you're keeping an eye out, that the weather is starting to close in. The dark grey clouds that you saw earlier on in the morning are making their way above you. Fair enough, Ross. Let me just turn that.
Just making your face help keep it quiet.
It was really hurting my nail, or lack of.
That's actually changed the view of things. That's all right.
It'll bounce back when
It'll
it comes
come back.
back in.
Yeah, I'm just going to do a quick tweet. That's all right.
I thought you said I've got to do a quick tweet.
No.
Ross has left, lol.
There he is.
Hashtag boy.
The old turn it off and on again.
Yeah, works every time.
So you work in computing.
There we go. Fix that. All right. So you're seeing the inclement weather is coming in. The sunlight's now starting to get blocked over as the first clouds start to pass by. There's thunder rumbling in the distance and lightning striking out to the west. You can see sheets of rain are starting to become visible. And after maybe another 2 miles or so, the rain hits. You see that wave of rain just coming across and starts to soak you completely. It is a very heavy rainfall.
Beautiful.
Feels like home.
Winston says,
Refreshing.
shall we maybe aim for the tower and try and dry up there and weather the storm a little bit?
I mean-
I'm sure whoever lives out in the middle of the woods, completely desolate from civilization, would be very welcoming.
Might as well keep going. It's the best thing. I mean, otherwise it's going to get a bit wet out here. So let's keep going.
Picking up the pace a little bit, takes you about 2 hours to get to. Yeah, it is not pleasant moving. You are completely drenched. Well, you're traveling 8 miles. That's about normal. You could try and run faster, but it will exhaust you. So you end up.
I don't run.
I saunter. But you manage to get to the sort of the point where you can actually see a good chunk of the tower, and you're about to break from the tree cover. As you look at it now, you see that where there were once walls that were attached to this tower, which have been left to ruin and were destroyed long ago. There's a large wooden door that sits at the base of this tower, in between where the outer and inner walls would have been. So it seems that this was at one point, it was either a keep or a castle or something like that, some sort of fortification that had been built on the outskirts of this forest. Looking up at the tower itself, you can see it makes a quite dramatic proposition with the lightning striking around it. You look up to this tower, which is over 100 feet tall. A singular stone tower that is about the size of a rugby pitch. Atop it is a giant humanoid wielding a massive sword in one hand, the other wrapped around the throat of a giant winged reptile. The tail of the creature is wrapped around the tower and the wings are curled around the body of both of these creatures, the claws sinking into the chest. Seemingly, these creatures is either carved as a complete statue that was placed on top of intimidation, or it's something that happened in the time before.
I was
the
literally
generation
having a mini heart attack thinking it's alive. Like, sorry.
No, I didn't say it was a statue.
I missed
We're
that.
level 2. He doesn't want us to roll
Yeah.
characters this early.
What does he?
So new stats, everyone.
I don't
You get a
understand
wood drop
how
from
this
these
tower is as big as a rugby pitch.
It's a big tower. It was a part of a big structure.
Wide.
And it's effectively the size of a rugby pitch is the tower itself.
The footprint of
The
the,
footprint
tower.
of the tower.
If you stuck the tower on a rugby pitch, it would fit roughly on top of the
Right,
house.
okay.
Yeah, and is 100 feet tall.
Okay.
So it's about 100
It's
meters.
like a fork, a 2-pronged fork. A really
Um,
big field goal.
Yes.
Field goal.
Sort of
Very-
thing.
I
Sort
don't
of
know what they
big
call it
things.
in Ruggers.
Very
Sort of thing that you could use to flip steaks on a grill.
big.
Yeah, exactly.
So on top is a winged creature
Mhm.
clasping onto a humanoid.
Giant humanoid with a sword.
We'll call him the badass, who seems to be throttling a dragon.
Is there something? Is there a door?
There is a door, yeah. There is a large wooden door that's sat at the base.
I really
That
want
is
this
some-
not be massive.
That is some really good sculpture, but I want to get out of the rain.
Let's
Let's go for the door.
run in. We can look at this when it's nice and
The
sunny.
foreshadowing, and let's go and
Why are we even foreshadowing? You rush up to the door, and it is a big solid wooden door, but the hinges are heavily rusted. It looks like none of this has been taken care of. The wood is warped and weathered. It is not pretty, but it is shut currently.
I bang on the door.
No response.
I try to open the door.
You try and open the door, push, pull, nothing. The
Try and push it for it.
This thing seems well stuck.
Or I could is there any other entrance that we can see? Or is it no window?
there are windows, but they are up higher. They're more like arrow slits as well because there is a martial structure. So there are doors at higher levels where it looks like the walls had different floors running through them and were connecting through, but they're not reachable from ground level.
Just out of interest,
Hmm.
how big does this door look in comparison to the sculpture of the giant humanoid?
It's smaller. It is about 10, 15 feet.
So it's quite a big door compared. It's
It's a big door compared to you guys.
yeah.
It's a grand door.
Can I attempt to get to one of the doors further up the tower?
Yes, you can. How are you doing? Are you climbing or are you just walking?
Just walking.
Okay, you walk up.
Oh yeah, good
I'm
idea.
gonna.
Thunk. Right.
Good idea, Klaus. Once you get up there, can you let down a rope and the rest of us can climb up?
I mean, yes.
Okay, you climb up, and there are other doors available to you. Sort of the next
I look at
story.
Grit in just like amazement. I'm like, I'm not just seeing this, am I? Like,
No, I think this is happening.
right. Good to know. Because last time I drank that coconut.
You find another door which is similarly weathered and warped and rusted. But it is a smaller door. It's more humans. It's like a normal one of our doors.
Can I attempt to kind of lean on it?
You lean on it. It doesn't
Don't
budge.
feel any give.
There's a little give, but not a lot.
Okay.
Are there any weak points? Can I tell if there's any weak points in this bigger door that I can start hitting with my axe?
Make an investigation check. And add your proficiency because you're
'Cause-
a carver.
Wood.
Because wood.
This is dice jail. It's a 6.
6. Nope.
That's a terrible.
This is a solid door.
Okay. Can I start hitting it anyway?
Sure. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to hit it with your axe to break it open, or are you trying to barge your way through?
Oh no, I was gonna say like I've just seen like a couple of people try and like move it, so I might just start hitting it with my axe.
So you're going to chop it away. Okay, make an attack roll.
Maybe.
What are you going to do? Are you going to just shoulder barge it, or because people have just sort of been trying it?
Oh, in which case, if people have just kind of been shaking it with a hand, I'm gonna give it. Yeah, I'll give it a good shove first.
Okay,
like
make
me.
an athletics check.
Okay, come on. Oh, Jesus, that's a 12.
12. You step back and you hit with your shoulder, and you feel it give, and there is a shear of the hinges, but the door then falls in.
You mean the wood doesn't crackle on the actual ground?
Yeah.
No, it hasn't,
What, as in
hasn't
the
fallen
whole-
over and hit tiles.
The whole thing falls down.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
it sort of moves, it sort of pivots and kicks out from it like a sort of revolving door. It's like stuck in there, and then it falls over. But the door is open.
I'll stand up and try and shout through the rain. You can come back down. I've got it open.
Oh, nice work, Cassian.
Thank you.
I walk back
Rolls
down.
rubbing my shoulder. Fine. I get in and I shake the rain off like a wet dog.
Okay. Inside,
I'll go in as well.
inside, you see that the walls on the what would have been the exterior of the tower are a lot thicker than they are on the inside, but it's still quite. It feels relatively warm.
Ooh.
It is very clear though that no one lives here, no mortal anyway. The interior of the tower is coated with dust and electric blue spider webs. There's broken furniture littering the floor, as does the rotten and rusted armors of warriors long turned to dust. This ground floor appears to have been once living quarters, as well as a store for weapons and food, as well as a kitchen that you can see off to one side. But again, that has been a long time since it was last used. A lot of the supplies that were in there would have rotted away.
Okay, so downstairs is like just living quarters and a kitchen.
Yeah.
Like our size, human size.
Human size, yeah.
Humanoid size.
Possibly slightly bigger than humans, but like Goliath size, effectively. Large humans,
Oh, okay.
long humans.
Elijah size.
So is that,
I mean,
and that's what we can kind of immediately see when we go in?
find what you deduce from it, yeah. There is a fireplace off to one side, as well as the cooking pit.
And that covers the size of the rugby pitch sized tower.
That fills the ground floor, yeah. There are stairs that lead up as well.
Oh, okay.
So what do people think? Do you want to make a fire and get dry, or do a bit of exploring?
I was
first?
going to about say I could make a fire in the
Prestidigitation and just dry off.
Yeah, fine.
God. Wow, some of us are going to do this the old-fashioned way. Did you say there was a pit?
Yeah, there's a fire pit. There's a fire pit in the kitchen, and then there is a.
I'll head to the fire pit. And
There's also a fireplace.
Oh, fireplace, fire pit. I'll do both. I'll do the fire pit in the kitchen. Is that like where you can cook food as well?
Yeah.
I might do that because then we can. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
I was going to say rather do it in the fire pit, I could do it in the kitchen so we could cook some of that rabbit in the kitchen. I'd like to start a fire in the kitchen.
Mhm.
Everyone can get warm.
In the pit, I hope.
In the fire,
on the wall.
on the floor, in the middle.
I have decided.
I lean towards Elijah and say, "Why is she cooking the rabbit?"
I suppose this is what they do.
Okay.
Yes. I'll go over. Yes, fire pit in the kitchen. Start making a fire.
Make
that we
fire.
can all sit around
Man,
and
make fire.
make fire.
There is a cauldron in there that you can start making some sort of like stew that you are familiar with.
Oh, okay. I'll well, it's probably very dusty. So what I might do is I might go out and just stick it in the rain and just kind of
Wash it around.
wash it round a little bit.
It is fairly dusty, yeah.
I will get that going. What else you can you can use some a little bit of water in there to put the thing in. Anyone got any stock cubes?
Surprisingly, no.
Some mushrooms might go well with that.
Oh yeah, good idea.
And some berries.
Make a nice berry jus.
Maybe all this two berries. I don't know if they're safe or not yet.
Put one of those
Sure, why not?
marks around the plate.
I'll start
Wishing stuff.
I'll
Just
start
smear it.
making a rabbit and mushroom
good, that.
stew.
All right, make a survival check.
Oh, why?
I'll assist.
With advantage.
I'm not. You're in dice jail.
Or, run into the bowl. Bit of sugar.
Advantage. I'm using that. It's 13.
13. Okay.
Natural 20. I
You-
could have made the best stew ever.
You're able to make a fairly decent stew. You've got a few little spices in there. You've got a bit of salt and pepper and a few other bits and pieces that manage to bring out the flavour. You're able to butcher the rabbits relatively well. You're able to, and you can leave it for a little while, just sort of simmering away.
Well, just don't have magic sitting around the fire, just sort of gently steam dry.
Yes.
You're able to make a passable rabbit stew.
Nice.
Rabbit
Are
mushroom
there
stew.
any Are there any like bowls or anything?
There are some broken bits of ceramic lying around. Make an investigation check so you can find anything.
Right, you have one last chance to make me not put you in dice jail. No, you're going in dice jail. That's a 6.
6. No, but if you, I believe you all have mess tins.
Yeah.
as part of
Oh,
your-
okay, yeah. In which case, I'll just. It's like I'm a celebrity, isn't it?
Yeah.
Put them all in the tin with some rice. Yeah.
You haven't got any rice, but
No,
sure.
he,
Some mushroom.
he doesn't.
Yeah, you have-
understand the joke.
I do. I have seen
yes,
it.
Looks like, yes, I too keep up with popular.
Yes.
I
yes.
understand that popular culture is a thing.
Yeah, sure.
Luke too
I'll-
keeps with the Kardashians.
I will dish out the stew in everyone's mess tins.
There was plenty left over because of the rather large rabbits.
Well, depending on
Not
how
large
long we're staying here, we could always reheat it in the morning.
That's true.
So I'll keep it in the.
Disgusting.
Says the man that was going to eat the rabbit raw,
How else does one eat rabbit?
not raw.
You're missing out.
I don't know. I'm missing out on dysentery. Sure.
You get used to it.
Yes.
As I buy a raw rabbit.
Alright, so you are able to have a reasonable meal
Yay.
and dry off.
Times one reasonable.
Minus 1 rabbit
And minus mushrooms.
and a wood bundle.
Oh yeah. I'll use one of my wood bundles. I was about to hold them down.
Once we've dried off a bit,
Mhm.
can I go on? Can I explore?
Sure.
Let's split up and search for clues.
Yes.
Where are you exploring? Upstairs?
Upwards.
Okay, you go upstairs. There are a lot of webs that are sort of speed spreaders, lots of spider webs.
It's dusty in here.
And
Ah.
that sort of weird
Very
electric
carrots
blue
down there.
colour. You're able to, you've got dark vision, so you're able to sort of see things. Actually, you don't have a light, so you can't really see the colour of it, but you do see that there are small animals that have been caught in these webs, things like bats that have been caught up in the webs.
My friend.
As you sort of look around, make an investigation check.
9.
9. You go through and you're sort of wandering around this second story. You come across some weapons racks and armor racks that are again rusted and rotted, and you could probably melt down the metal and reuse it for something, but why bother? You do come across a couple of quivers, which you take them out, and as soon as you do, they just dissolve.
Okay.
Not really worth bothering about. But as you're going, you find that these webs are getting thick, and you come into one of the rooms and stick your head round, and you see that there's quite a large cluster of these webs here, coming around into a way that they are now suspended off the floor. There's like a nest, like a bird, like a big bird's nest.
Ooh. Okay. Klaus is not afraid of giant spiders.
Matthew.
Matthew is
Yeah.
terrified of them.
Mm-hmm.
So Klaus will kind of step a bit closer and see what he can see.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
Not good enough, I'm guessing. 11.
11. Okay.
Are these tap dancing spiders?
Yeah.
It's a spiders.
Da-da, da-da.
Your perception is fucking us.
There's just one in the corridor going. Chun, chun, chun. Ha! Chun, chun, chun. Ha!
Spiders doing a hanger.
Yeah, but we've got 8 legs, so it's really intimidating. You come in and you see that in this nest there are what appear to be large spider eggs, about the size of my mouse.
Okay, cool. Smaller than the egg that I'm holding.
Smaller than the egg that you have on your person. Just
okay.
I wish to do a trade.
There is a whole cluster of these
Nice.
eggs, maybe 40.
If only there was been an accidental fire.
Nice. I turn around.
You turn around and you see above the door is a large spider. Roughly, it's a medium creature. So it's about the size of a,
Small car.
I was going to say, a fucking 7-foot long spider.
It's a medium creature. So it's probably, it's about the size of a pig.
Like a Volkswagen Polo stuck through a wall.
Just a spider that's that big.
A murderous one.
All of a sudden, I feel like Ron Weasley going, spiders, there will be subjects.
And that's where we're going to take a break. So we will come back after.
Butterflies.
We'll come back in a little while, and we'll see
die again.
It goes from.
This is fantastic. Because I was gonna go with him.
I'm really glad I didn't.
So we will be back in just a few minutes. We'll see you shortly for that. And we are back. So, Klaus,
Yes.
roll initiative. I will say everyone else roll initiative as well, just so I have it in the order because it makes my life a little easier.
Oh, now I roll better.
You always say
That's
never
nice.
hear my trade, so. Was better.
I've had good rolls on most things, but so far initiative has been poor every time.
That's what I think. Artifighters and initiative, just not
I think-
good. Leader was always awful.
There is an infusion that gives me advantage, I think, so I'll pick that up.
Who is there?
Level 6, yeah.
And you get it at level 7.
Ooh.
Grits, 6. Elijah.
13.
Cassian.
21.
Ooh. Isaria.
19.
Was that
Klaus.
80.
Ooh.
I was quite happy with that.
Zaria.
Izaria. So not E. Yeah.
Isaria, okay.
We'll get there. It's fine.
Yeah. She's not involved in the fight anyway, so I don't care. All right. So, Klaus, you are up first against this big spider.
Well, as a free action,
Yes.
I'd like to mildly poo myself.
Okay. Roll a constitution check. No. Roll a sphincter check.
Jesus.
We're not playing baseball.
I would then like to draw my bow.
Yes.
How far away from me is this thing?
About 5 feet up, 5 feet away. So it's out of melee,
Oh, thank God for that.
but you will pass its melee if you try and run underneath it.
5 feet up and 5 feet away.
Yeah, so
So it's
it's
really
10 feet,
Yes.
about
15 feet, 10 feet. I can't remember how that works.
in my head.
It's 50 squared, so 50, square root of 50, effectively. So 7, we'll say.
Okay.
7 feet away from you. However, at the start of your turn, I'd like to make a constitution saving throw, please.
Ooh.
You thought you were going to go first. You didn't.
10.
10. Okay.
You died.
Probably.
You poop yourself.
You take,
None of them combined.
as you stand there and you see the spider sort of saying is, you just see this little crackle of electricity coming off it and surging through its webs.
Oh no.
And it sort of causes this shocks up through your system. You can take either your action or your movement, but not both. And you have
Action or movement?
Yeah, you can feel your body is only able to do is not reacting fast enough.
Okay.
How you're thinking. You also take 3 points of lightning damage.
Oh, right. That's the bit I was waiting for.
Yeah.
You got slow.
My favourite spell. Well, that's fine, because I was only planning on taking my action, not moving anyway.
Okay.
So I would like to shoot it with my longbow.
Make an attack roll.
Oh, fuck you! 12?
Misses.
Yeah, okay. I will shout at the top of my lungs. No!
How far away is he?
Oh, he's only upstairs, and it does
One
echo.
floor.
He's one floor above you, yes. It does echo, but it is going to take you at least around to
That's fine.
get
So we
there.
hear it.
You hear it.
We're all in the kitchen. The rest
You're
of us
all
in the
done.
kitchen.
You're all downstairs, yeah. That's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
It's now the spider's turn.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to use its charged web
Oh, dear.
Oh no.
to shoot you with it.
No.
Oh. Fuck you and your dice.
No.
Natural 20.
No.
Are we counting DM crits in our crit count?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, because why not?
Oh, darkness, my old friend.
So,
Oh.
you are grappled by it leans back and fires this web that is giving off this sort of weird. You can see like spidey sense is sort of like those weird wavy lines that come off it. It has just distortion as it fires and it impacts into you.
I don't like this.
Someone's about to hit you. Someone's about to have their insides liquefied.
Yeah, you are grappled, and you just feel this energy just pulsing off it as it begins to lift you off the ground.
Ooh, that's new.
You take 56 points.
Yes. So actually, that was not the worst natural 20 you could have got. It doesn't do any damage. But you
Oh,
are-
okay, that's good.
You are grappled and hovering off the ground. But the spider then pushes itself off the wall and just hovers in the air, floating on some sort of magnetism, and just floats over to you.
Someone's been watching the Street Fighter TV.
Please, God, no. That is the end of its turn. Elijah, you are the first to have heard the scream of your brother. A scream you are very familiar with.
I will take a slightly quicker walk,
A dash.
maybe a dash.
Dash.
My leisurely time.
You move around and you come up the stairs. You get a bit further. You can see you basically come up to the about 5 feet away from the door frame of where your brother. You assume where your brothers. You can hear him sort of. This big spider is floating in, but that is your action to get there.
I will call for the barbarian. I've found something for you to hit with your axe, and it doesn't matter if there's collateral damage.
Sounds like my kind of party.
What's your armor class?
Me?
Yeah.
14.
Okay. As you shout this out, something fires past you and impacts into the ground. You look up. There's another one of the spiders on the ceiling.
In the same room?
No, in the corridor.
Oh. On the floor below, where we all were.
No, it's on. So it's on the floor above, effectively. So
So he's gone up the stairs.
He's gone upstairs. The spider's up there.
Basically, we were down here,
Yeah.
we went up, and I
And
checked
now-
my vertical space.
Right.
Yeah.
Vertical space.
Before throwing.
You're intruding my vertical space.
You are all up in my vertical space. Gaining 101, always check your
vertical space.
There's a high
You're going-
ceiling. I inspect it thoroughly.
You're going up the stairs. Your camera angle is doing that.
Petition. This episode be called a vertical space.
Vertical space.
Always check your vertical
Always check.
space.
Maybe this time, instead of the 3 words that we always do, we should just do an inspirational quote.
I have been. Yeah, I changed it. I just did the walk north for the last episode.
Yeah.
So
Always check your vertical
We don't need the
space.
alliteration this time.
Any life lesson that comes out of the
Something comes out of it,
Yeah.
anyway, that ends your. Oh, actually, you have a bonus action.
No, I'm level 2. I don't think I'll continue.
All
I'm
right.
wasting on healing him until he's dead.
You have inspiration.
I do. I'll wait for the barbarian.
It's now Winsome's turn.
Oh god.
Winsome is going
Why
to
did Winston get an initiative?
12.
Why have I not gone there?
Because he's
Because-
better than you.
No, because by your turn of the initiative, you didn't know that anything was wrong. The first turn of the initiative was him, then it was the spiders. You're effectively afterwards. You're effectively a turn behind because you didn't have anything to react to. You didn't know there was a problem
You were cooking.
until his turn. You were distracted with other things.
You're, Laurie,
Right.
you're before me in the initiative.
I would have thought the initiative was the immediate danger, and then
It does seem like Laura's
I would have preferred
being
first.
punished for rolling good.
No, literally, it goes in. This is the initiative order. If the first person to react is me, and I'm halfway down, then it starts halfway down and works that way.
Right,
Then goes
And
back
then it
to the
loops
top.
back around, yeah.
Right.
It's not a
okay.
punishment to you, it just is that that just happened to be
That's
where it
just
is.
it.
It's because we rolled initiative after he realised.
Yeah.
In which case, I would have thought.
Technically,
if
you
this
have
happened-
technically you haven't rolled initiative yet because you didn't know there was anything to react to. But I got you all to roll it to make it easier for me.
Okay.
Your reaction to
Oh yeah, I literally
the
I'm sat here like it's the
initiative
best I've ever rolled an initiative, and you're making me wait. Like, come
yeah,
on.
literally, you've rolled initiative because you've heard me go. "No!" And you got huh?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
So it's Winsome who got an 11. Winsome is going to rush around and will use Step of the Wind because he has that now, I think. Does it go that second level? Yes, he does. Step of the Wind uses a key. Come around, checks the vertical space,
Well done.
sees that there's a spider, and is going to pull a dart and is going to huck a dart at it.
Hook.
Which is an 18 to hit, dealing
Some.
some piercing damage. 5 points of piercing damage to spider number 2.
Of 15.
Yeah.
Alright. Six into it. He comes around and he can see your brother Klaus stood in the spider web sort of floating and is looking back and forth, keeping out. Grit, you are up next.
Yeah. How far?
Slouching ever so slightly because you are disappearing out.
No, he's fine. You
Thank
can
you.
still see his
No,
head.
it's good for me to do a posture check anyway. How far up the stairs is this again? Sorry.
This is right up the stairs, so it took pretty much all of Elijah's movement to get.
That's good. That gives me the information I need. I will cast Armor of Agathis on myself as
Okay.
I inject some cooling into my armor and it freezes up. And then I will run towards the danger as fast as I can, which is 25 feet.
Yep, that takes you to the bottom of the stairs.
And I don't have a bonus. I do not have any bonus actions, so that's my turn.
Yep, that takes you to the bottom of the stairs. You can see, looking up, there is a spider that is on the ceiling that is now starting to make its way, float down to Winsome and Elijah. That will end the turn. Cassian. Go ahead.
Yay!
Hi.
Okay, so I got my ass.
Mhm.
Guess that's just so I can, if I run, where does that get me?
That will get you up to the top of the stairs, but not into the room where he is. About 10, maybe about 15 feet short of the room where he
Can I
is.
use my action to dash?
Yes, that is using your dash.
Oh,
Just your movement will take you to just below
oh
the
that's
bottom
what
of the
I meant.
stairs.
Okay,
Right.
so yeah, use my action to dash.
Yep.
And my bonus action to rage.
Roger. A rage begins.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well done.
Am I? How
Oh,
close am I to a bad guy?
A bad spider. The nearest spider to you is about 15, 20 feet above you.
Is this the one in the corridor
This is the one in the corridor, yes.
where Elijah is?
Yeah, Elijah's a little bit further ahead of you.
So 15, 20 feet above me.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
I will use my movement and action to get up the stairs.
Fine, 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 fine.
Actually, that's good. When I get to the top of the stairs, am I able to see Klaus?
No, you are not.
Okay. Then I don't have anything. Oops.
Jenga.
Jenga.
Mine did that, but
Further.
all of
All right, that is the end of your turn then. Klaus.
panic.
Pretty much. How far off the ground am I?
You're just hovering. So you're about 3 or 4 feet.
Oh, okay.
But spider is here.
Yeah, and I'm like that.
Yeah, you're grappled. You're not restrained,
Oh, okay.
but it is in melee.
Well, I'm at disadvantage anyway.
Yes. Oh, actually, at the start of your turn, you do take 1 point of lightning damage.
Electric shock. Little sizzle.
In which case,
Go for it, make a attack roll.
19.
Bad, not bad.
19 will hit. Roll damage. Oh, sorry, one other thing. Start your turn, con save as well.
8 points of damage. Con save. You 12.
That is the DC. So, damn. As you take the arrow, you take the shots, you feel the electricity surging through you, and it makes you go faster. You feel as if you could do twice as much. So how much damage was it, sorry?
8.
8 damage, okay. You are effectively you have the effect of haste spell for this round.
Hit it again.
Hit it again.
Go for it, disadvantage.
Straight.
I mean, I'll take the 25 because I can't take the natural 20.
That hits.
It's fine.
5. Yay!
It's something.
Minimal damage.
It's not something.
Yay, minimal damage. All right.
Yeah.
That's your action.
One hit point is better than no hit point.
At all. All right.
Yeah, that's me done. There's not much point in doing anything else.
It's going to bite you. Nope. That's an 8. Ooh. I
You
can
can miss.
I can. See if they get their things back. That one does. That one
God damn it.
That does. That one doesn't. Okay, so Spider B
How to be.
is going to float down.
No relation to Cardigan.
It's going to float down, and it's going to go for you.
On guard.
My brother.
That is a 14.
Is my
Oh.
I cast shield.
I wish.
The bards did have access to that.
Yeah.
Well, you can take it as a
Secrets.
as a secret, yeah. You take 4 points of piercing
I have
damage
been mortally wounded.
I was going to say.
and 8 points of lightning damage,
I have been
Oh.
mortally wounded.
and roll a Constitution saving throw.
I'm good.
Nice.
What did you roll?
23.
Okay, fine.
Don't assume people.
I
But
know
yes,
that
that
he
is
passed.
good. Yeah.
It's a different. It's a different effect.
At level 2, if I roll a 19, it doesn't pass. I'm so concerned. Yes, no,
You never know.
23. Fail. We're all
We're all got that.
Oh no.
At the bottom of the stairs, Grit, you suddenly become aware of something coming towards you.
Oh no.
Nope, natural 1. Never mind.
Oh.
As you see another spider, which is on the wall, just scuttling its way towards the stairs.
Another one.
There are 3. This one is now within 10 feet of you. So, Grit is
Okay.
scuttling its way towards you.
Okay.
That is the end of the turn. Elijah, you are up. You have a spider floating above you.
Is it within 15 feet?
Yeah.
Are you within 15 feet?
Yes, she is. He is.
It's fine.
I'm about to die.
Do it. Do it.
I'd like to,
Oh, start your turn. Make a Constitution saving throw.
probably not. Yeah, I'm good.
What do you roll?
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay.
I would like to cast Thunder Wave.
Okay.
So it's a Constitution saving throw from
Yep.
L Spider.
That
And you.
is a 15.
You're
And
barbarian.
Yes, and you.
15 just passes. I'm not sure if this is something saved.
Half damage.
24.
You're,
Yeah, you're fine.
absolutely fine.
Half damage.
Yeah, of total of 9.
So 4, 5. Yeah, we round up.
Yeah.
That is Spider B.
That is
Unfortunately,
It is not something you're resistant to, no.
unfortunately, it is not pushed away.
What? What
It's
was
thunder
it?
damage. It's
So-
you take 5 damage.
No, but I saved.
Yeah.
So I get half of that again.
No, because it was 9. 9 was the full. It was reduced down to 5. You're not resistant to thunder damage.
You're only resistant to.
Physical damage.
Yeah, no, that's why I got confused. Yeah, you said I was resistant. You said I got half.
Yeah, you got half because you
Yeah,
saved.
yeah, I know.
You took 5
I
points
know that
damage.
much. I know how to play D&D that much.
Anything else, Elijah?
Did I get the speedy uppy from past?
Oh, yes, you did. You did get the effect of the haste spell.
Can I backtrack?
You can.
Oh.
I will throw a dagger and backtrack.
Yeah, if you're just moving and then you go through a dagger.
Yeah, just gonna throw.
As you leave its melee range.
Oh no.
Oh dear. Is it within 5 feet of me?
No.
I'm going to be shouting that all this game, like all this campaign, because I really want to use it.
When we eventually get physical battle maps, you'll be able to see.
That's a
Yeah.
23 to hit.
Yes.
No, I'm level 2.
You take 7 points of piercing damage and 8 of lightning damage.
Hang on a minute. Yeah, that's me clean unconscious.
So that's
That's 15
no.
damage twice in one turn.
Oh no.
30 points.
What's your maximum?
23.
Okay, you're fine.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, no, I'm absolutely fine from that.
You're unconscious.
Do we do
Can I
it?
see this?
Do we do it dead?
Oh, picks me up quickly.
So what?
Do we do it dead?
Do we do it dead?
You said if he's dead, not unconscious.
No, he's
If he
unconscious.
goes
But if
away.
I take him down to 0 and then go to his maximum hit points in damage in the same attack, then it kills him outright. No saves.
Ah.
Yeah, see, when you joined, that was never really an issue.
No.
At level 2, it's very much an issue.
I didn't really
It happened with Jared in the second session. They killed Kafina because I crit her with a ball.
How did she get
That's
that?
why she was a mushroom.
She turned into a mushroom.
We cheated.
Yeah.
Oh.
Basically, if I'm at maximum HP and I get hit for 46 damage, I die.
If you're on
If he's on 2 hit points and he gets hit for 25 damage, he's dead.
right, so yeah, I get you.
So when
I
I'm
get
on
you.
4 hit points and he does that, it's very dangerous.
Yeah, right.
Understand.
I mean, to be fair, I almost rolled max damage. I was 1 point off max.
Anything less, I'd have been fine.
Yeah. All right, that's you, unconscious. It's now Winston's turn. Winston
Yeah, 5 points
is
damage.
going to have to make a con save. Passes. It's fine, so it gets haste. And here we go. Monk is going to punch stuff.
Was very reliant on it being pushed 15 feet.
Monk is going to make 3 attacks because
Damn.
Monk. That one's got. Wow. Okay.
4.
So with a flurry of monk strikes, all of them miss. The highest was a 10.
Oh my god.
Welcome to Luke rolling an NPC.
Oh,
Suck the big one.
Seriously, what monks is bad at hitting? There's
He's
no
only got a
monk
plus-
in the world.
He is not a fighty monk. He is a learned monk.
Why have you made him a monk if he not gonna hit things?
Laura, he could make a barbarian that can not miss, and he would still miss.
I would still miss because it's an NPC that I am rolling. Grit, it is your turn. At the start of your turn, make a Constitution saving throw for me,
They
please.
just
Sure thing.
Out of
That's 12.
12. You feel the electricity surge through you, and it speeds up your mental faculties. You have the haste for this round.
Imagine giving a party act with the
Oh.
haste and still being shit.
I know. If only I could have that happen. Ross.
Yeah, so what I will do is I will cast. I will try to. It's with 10 feet away from me, isn't it? Can I reach it?
Yeah, you can get close to it.
Cool. I will engage in melee with it, and I will, as I'm going, swing up the old gauntlet again.
Yeah.
And then give him a good old punching. It's not-
Great. Just roll
12.
shock and drop.
Yes, 12 to hit.
12 misses, actually.
That's a shame. And then with my bonus, with my bonus haste action,
The hasted action, yes.
my hasted action, I guess I will. I guess I'll try hit it with an unarmed strike because that at least does 3 points of bludgeoning damage apparently to this.
Yeah, because you have strength. You're +2.
You have strength.
Which I think, yeah, sure, why not? I'll just take a swing, but without the charge up straight after. So swing, punch, and then straight back in for a second punch after.
Go for it.
With the gauntlet. Oh my god. So 1, so it's a 5.
Okay, so as you come in first with the first strike, you feel the electricity charging up as you throw the punch. The electromagnetic forces that are coming off this spider just pushes the punch out of the way, and it deflects it so bad you hit your own hands on the other side. It's such a...
It looks like I need some tweaking.
Your bonus action.
I do, which I have nothing like.
He's an artificer.
Yeah, there's I guess I could do 2 weapon fighting if I'd swung with a light hammer in my first turn, but I chose to swing with my gauntlet. So I'm still
That is your turn, Cassian.
Yay!
You are not within 10 feet of a spider, so
You don't have to make it.
you don't have to make the save.
Okay, so I'm in the corridor.
Yes.
There's one above me.
There's one that's sort of floating in the middle level now that was being attacked by Winsome, and that has now floated over the unconscious body of Klaus.
Okay, so that's the closest one to me.
Yes.
Okay, I will
But
just...
you're also aware of one that is behind you where Grit is.
What's the first one that I see?
The one that's in front of you.
I will go for that one then.
Okay.
I'm a man of simple views.
And you took damage this turn, so you are still raging.
Yes. 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 Okay. So, yes, I will go and hit. Shall I just reckless attack on my first? I'll go reckless attack.
Okay.
Because I can. I'm going to just go
You mean
for it.
standard attack?
Reckless attack.
Yeah,
Yeah, standard.
attack.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Why would
so
you not want advantage?
I can attack which gives
Some
advantage
things
on
get advantage
melee
against
attacks,
you.
but
Yeah.
I'm raging, so I get advantage. Oh, that's change. So gives advantage on melee attack. That's 10. Oh no, it might be okay. Hold on. No.
Remember, you got a +1.
Is it a +2?
You got a +1 for your modifier for attack. You get a +2 for damage for your rage.
13.
Just hits.
Yes. Good. Okay. So
This is Spider B.
that is. I'm going to hit it with my axe.
With the
and do some
axes.
slashy damage. So that's 1d12 plus 4
+2
plus 2.
for rage. Yes.
So 1
Yes.
Does she
d12.
get the extra +1 as well?
That was included in the +4.
Okay.
Yeah,
Her
I've
strength- her
rewritten
strength
it
is
down.
fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So-
no, I saw her rewrite it, so I knew that was in there.
That's 9 points of slashing
Oh,
damage.
9 points of slashing damage. So you bring the sharpened blade up and go,
Like, yeah.
yeah. Go on. Describe it if you
Well, I get to the top of the stairs and I'm like, let's go. Slash.
You bring it out. As you slash through, you cut off one of his legs.
Yes.
Leaving it. It does, which does cause it to spin slightly in the air, as it is floating on the electricity.
Yes.
That is your action. Anything else?
Can't bonus action anything else, I don't think.
No, you cannot.
No. In which case, how much movement did I use?
About 15 feet.
Can I get in between it and Elijah, who's on the floor?
Yeah, sure. You sort of position yourself.
Can
and you,
I run into it and barge it out the way?
that would be a shove action. So that is your action.
That's my
to do
action.
that.
Okay. I'm gonna try and get in between
Okay.
as much as I
You
can.
basically move around and you use your back of your foot just to kick Elijah backwards a little bit to just push him out of space.
Barbara.
That is fine. Sorry,
Okay, so I'm at the top of the
you're at the
stairs.
top of the stairs. Yes.
What can I say?
You can see one floating spider, but has now had the legs severed. There's got Cassian, who has now kicked Elijah back, and Winsome is also there. You also just checked downstairs, and you heard a clang. Grit is down there with another spider
Okay.
downstairs.
Can I
You
see?
cannot see him.
I can't see anybody unconscious.
No, he's unconscious.
You're unconscious. Okay.
Just resting.
Okay.
Resting dead face.
I'm going to speak up. Oh no, Elijah! And I'm going to move up next to Elijah. And I will use my action to lay on hands and give you a hit point back.
1.
100% more than what
That's needed.
It's infinitely more than what you had.
And then I will bonus action and go, Gods protect you, and cast Shield of Faith on you, so you have +2 AC.
Bonus action. Nice.
I'm being very over.
Slightly out of it.
And that's my turn.
All right, Klaus, you are up. You succeeded on your saving throw last round, so you are okay. But you do not have haste this round. And you are still grappled.
But I'm not. Am I under the effects of what happens when haste drops off? Or
No.
it just
Lots
doesn't.
of good stuff.
Cool. In which case, I will aim to do the same thing again and the bang bang.
Bang, bang, bang. Yeah.
Okay, that's slightly less good.
That's like what you rolled last time, but that was 0.
10.
Misses.
Yeah, figured.
Anything else?
No,
All right.
not this one.
So, spider that is in your face is going to bite you because you have tried to shoot it repeatedly. You just can't quite get the angle on it, and it just keeps.
This is the one in the other
floating away.
room.
This is the one in the other room. And it's going to bite a Klaus. That is a 13 to hit.
Misses.
Ooh.
All right, then Spider B is going to go for Cassian because you just cut off its arm. It has advantage because you were reckless. One was a 2, the other one was a 22.
That hits.
All right. Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
11.
Okay, so on your next turn, you can take your action or movement, but not both.
Okay, that's fine.
You take 5 points of lightning damage and 7 points of piercing damage, reduced down to 4. So you take 9 damage total.
Okay.
And then Grit, Spider is going to bite you in the face.
Sure.
That is a 19 to hit.
That will hit, yes.
Okay, so 2 things. First of all, Constitution saving throw.
Sure thing. Oh, so nearly a crit. And then 8.
Nope, that's a fail, so you can only take your action or movement next turn.
Action.
You take 4 points of lightning damage and 4 points of piercing damage and 5 of lightning damage, which means you have 1 hit point of your Armor of Agathis left. I believe.
No, it's only 5 HP at the start.
There's only 5 at that level.
Yeah, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean
As you bite into it, the frost that's biting reaches back across its mandibles and it bites back. It takes 5 points of cold damage.
Yes.
Brain freeze.
yeah, it's only 5 temporary.
You take 4 points damage.
Idiot.
That is the end of the various spider turns. I should reroll, see if they recharge their web things. They do. That is the end of the turn. Elijah, you are conscious.
Again, Watson.
Matt's got a very nosy tummy.
No, tummy. Pizza, just set me.
I dropped my dagger. I don't have any weapons, and spell slots are a finite resource.
Dude, we're fighting spiders.
I too am going to bite it back.
Okay. Nice. You succeeded on a previous save, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I got a natural 20.
Yep.
And then I died.
Oh, yes.
You stand up and you go and bite it.
9.
Yeah.
15.
Yes.
15 hits. So as you sit up, having been healed, you suddenly dive forward and go to bite on its underside.
8 points of damage.
Ouchie. This spider's getting dicked on.
Good.
It is a living creature. Is that a benefit to you?
Yes.
Yes.
You regain hit points equal to the amount of damage, and you gain a bonus to the next ability check or attack roll you make. The bonus is equal to the amount of damage dealt.
You get a bonus 8 to an ability check. That's
Which was delicious. Yes.
That's so cool.
All right. That's your action. Anything on bonus? I mean, just have a snack.
I feel Spectacular.
It's like you just had a really strong coffee.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's just the electricity that is surging through that blood. You just waking you up.
I will inspire the bard.
The bard.
I am the bard. I will inspire the barbarian.
That's what I was thinking of that. That's how you say it. I will inspire the barbard. No, wait. The barbard.
That's what I rolled to plus.
Help me!
You're inspired. You may have a.
Are you still? Oh no, you're not on the floor. You've actually gotten up next to
No,
me.
I'm on the floor.
Are you just sat up?
You like the Undertaker sit up and
Pretty much. You were like,
Have I just seen this guy bite a spider next to me?
Yes.
I just look at you like.
I don't have any other weapon.
yeah, I'll give you that.
I just go. Okay.
It's Winsome's turn.
Here, give me your axe.
No.
See?
It's Winsome's turn, and he is
Can
free.
I get inspiration 1d6?
Yes,
Yeah.
1d6.
What do?
He misses with one, but the other one's a natural 20.
Yes,
It's
Winsome!
like you hit with both then.
He wins some. He wins some.
Win some, lose some.
So this little
Flip a dice
D4.
first. Come back as someone called Lonesome.
This is his brother.
That is the-
And then the third one's awesome.
Okay, so Winsome deals.
Handsome.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Lonesome, you're going to be on your sleeping on the sofa.
Lotsome and Jetsam.
Well, at least there's new sofas.
No, she's going to sleep on the old sofa in the garden. He deals another 6 points of damage.
Sorry, who does?
Winsome.
Winsome is kicking some ass.
He is kicking some ass. That is the end of his turn. Grit.
Quick.
I believe there is a spider right in front of me.
There is, and you did not. Did you save on it before?
Sorry, say again.
Did you
I
save
did.
on it before?
I can only pick one or the other, and I would choose to.
No, sorry. You did succeed on the saving throw last turn. So yes, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Carry on.
I failed.
No, he failed on it.
No. He succeeded on. There's a ability that happens when it bites you, and there's a saving throw that happens when you start your turn within 10 feet of it. As far as I know, you have all succeeded on that, apart from Saria, who hasn't had that effect yet.
Right, okay.
Okay, then.
I would like to wind up, swing, and try to shocking grasp again, please.
All right, go for it. Make your attack roll.
21 to hit this time.
That hits.
Nice.
So as you wind it up, you feel this time the magnetic pulses pull your gauntlet in, and you slam your hand into it, and it does nothing.
Oh.
Lightning.
Wow.
That's a character though, because Grit would not have known that. So there you go.
Shocking, isn't
No.
it?
So the electricity surges through the hands. The spider just. If a spider could smile, it's deeply disconcerting.
It looks like
It's a
It's like a
charged spider.
It's like Thor hitting Iron Man with
Yeah,
a line ball.
that's
Goes,
what I was getting at.
huh, power capacity at 1,000%.
How about that?
How about that?
All right, that is the actual action, so that's it for
that's
you.
my turn. Yeah.
Correct.
You're going to die now. That's it for you.
Cassian,
Oh, it's me.
it's you.
So the spider's in front of me still.
Yes, you.
Can I still reckless?
Yeah.
Again?
Do as long as you are raging. Actually,
It's just
to be
my
fair,
turn.
you don't have to be raging to be reckless. Nope. Could just do it.
Right,
It's
I'll
best to
reckless
be.
attack again. Yeah, sure. Natural 20.
That's yeah.
Don't forget your D6.
To make sure you hit.
So-
Wait, I can't add up to damage yet. No, that's fine.
So roll
What a
damage.
fucking waste.
So
2d12.
2d12. So I'll just. Or do we roll 2d12 or do we double the dice?
I typically roll up to you, but decide before you roll it.
More
Roll more
dice.
dice. Okay, let's
Roll
use this
more
pretty
dice.
blue one.
Roll more dice.
So that's
Otherwise, you'd have
8.
got a double 1.
or a double 7. So
We'll never know.
8 plus 4, so 12 plus 2, 14 points of slashy damage.
You got your eye in.
Just take a number of what her total was before she did.
Yes.
Okay.
You got your
Play a lot of barbarians.
you got your eye in on this spider now. Now it's just been bitten. It now has a nice little bite mark bullseye that's available for you to hit it on. You bring the axe down and cleave it completely in twain.
Nice.
Which is disconcerting for you because you are very close to this spider as the axe cuts it apart.
Probably used an axe to kill it.
Well, unfortunately, not many of us want to bite our foes.
We used the tools that are available.
That is your action. Anything else?
I can't. I can only use my action.
Oh yes, because it bit you last turn. Yeah. All right, Isaria.
Oh no, what a waste of your
Oh no.
Anya.
Not all of us have the
You both did good. Now where's Klaus? And I'm going to head off in the direction I thought the scream came from.
Yeah, and you see Klaus with a spider and the big sort of hammock of nest egg.
How are you trapped?
I've got a spider.
Still totally fine.
Because he's not restrained, that's the problem.
Okay.
I'm trapped. But yes, I can still move.
Do you look very injured?
Not really, actually.
Call an ambulance.
Call
But
an
not for
ambulance.
him.
Bam! What a meme.
Okay, I will pull out your javelin and throw it at the spider.
Go for it, make it attack roll.
Miss and impact.
Is it within 20 feet?
It is within 20 feet, yes. It is not within melee, but it is within short range. Good.
Oh, nice. That is a 24 to hit.
Nice.
Yeah, that hits. I was giving it partial cover because you're throwing a javelin through a door, but
You know,
I rolled well.
24.
Cares not for your disadvantage.
And that is 8 damage.
8 points of damage. The javelin flies through. You see it coming out of the darkness and it into the side of the spider.
Hey, spider, over here.
Okay, anything else?
No, that's me done.
All right, it's Klaus's turn.
Glass.
Oh.
Finally, someone has turned up. I fire again.
Anyway. Nice.
20.
Hits.
Better.
9.
9 points of damage. Nice. So another arrow that you have been caught in a position where you can get arrows out of your quiver quite easily, and then it's not so much you're not at this range. You're not so much shooting them as you're sort of stabbing it.
Yes.
Damn.
It's now its turn. It is pissed. It is going to float around.
Touch those coconuts.
It floats around you, so it's on the other side of you.
And uses you as a spit.
Natural 20
On me.
you. Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm now not going to look that well.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh
So
dear.
that is 10 points piercing damage
Uh-huh.
and 16 of lightning damage.
I am unconscious.
Okay. Yeah, 26.
Just put it through. Just see what.
No, I
it
just had to work out. I was like, oh no, hang on, no, that's more. That's not as many as I have anyway.
Yeah, it's 26. So you
I'm
are
floating and unconscious.
You are unconscious and just. That is that spider. The other one that is down with grits is a miss. That's a 10.
Nice. That's what we like.
That is the end of spiders. Elijah, it is your turn.
Where we going fresh?
I do not know, but we will deal with it. Kill them.
Kill them
Brushing
right.
myself off slightly.
Hey, spider did it. Was as exclusive way.
You two deal with that one. I believe Grit may be having some trouble downstairs or is incredibly lazy. I'm going to check. Right. Run down the stairs.
Uh-huh.
Am I able to get a sight on El
Yeah, you can see Elspider and Grit.
El Spider. Can it make a wisdom saving throw?
Ooh.
15.
It does not succumb to the dissonant whispers.
So much for the fun I resource.
You've got to use your spells when you
Oh,
can.
it's still half damage. Okay.
Okay.
It just doesn't have to run.
Yeah, you don't have to run away, so I was trying to get. Oh, okay.
Nice.
13 points of damage.
So reduced down
7.
to 7. Nice. All right, so you whisper something through. Spider. Spider looks up.
Your friend was dead.
That will end its turn.
Oh, okay.
It is now
You don't know that.
Winsome's turn. Unless you want to do anything bonus?
Nope.
Okey-dokey. Winsome is going to.
Lose them.
No.
Winsome is going to help out with Grit, so he's going to rush back down the stairs and is going to throw a dart at that spitter
100.
for 6 points,
Alright.
16 to hit, which is a 5 damage. Oops. But no, that should have 10 more hit points.
Nah.
All right, Grit, it is your turn.
Having, I guess, partly learnt my lesson from a moment ago,
Mm-hmm.
I will just try hit them with one of my light hammers.
Hammer time. Go on for it.
With a 12 to hit.
12 misses.
I thought you might say that, but I can 2-weapon fighting and hit with my other one.
Yes. Well, technically, drawing a hammer is part of the same action. You wouldn't have had 2 hands. It's fine. Grit.
No, it's. I mean, I don't mind either way, dude. To be fair, I'm just trying to do something here rather than slowly die. Yeah, okay. I don't add my ability modifier to the bonus attack unless the modifier is negative.
Correct. You add it to the attack. You don't add it to the damage, I believe.
Sure. Okay. I'll roll with the attack then, with the mod. That's worse. 9 to hit. So I'm just keep trying to pummeling at this spider and just seems
The metal in the hammers is being charged by it. As you swing them, they just sort of deflect off out of the way, and you can't get a good grip into them.
that is me.
Because it's too strong. Cassian.
Me. Can I see one from where I am at the moment?
You can see the one that is fighting Grit.
Then yes, I will go for that boy.
All
Do
right.
I get all my actions and movement back?
You do have all your actions and movements.
Okay, then yes, I will run over to
You do
him.
not have enough movement to get down to Grit.
Can I throw my axe at it?
Sure.
Yeah?
Are you throwing your big axe or are you throwing one of your light axes?
I do have a hand axe, so I think I'll probably, I'll run, take my smaller, slightly hand axe out and yeet it down the stairs.
Sure, you
at
can get
it.
within 20 feet easily enough.
Can I still reckless attack?
I believe Reckless is only for melee attacks.
Oh, it gives advantage on melee attack. Yes, that is true. Okay, fine. That's fine. I'll just throw it.
Yeah.
So
When you are throwing an axe towards your friends, it's fairly reckless.
what was it? Was it with disadvantage? Did you say?
No,
It's just a straight.
you're within 20 feet, so it's a straight roll.
That's fine. Oh no. Oh, but I have inspiration. Hold on. So that's an 8 plus 12.
Misses.
Oh. God damn it,
The axe
Jeff.
flies through and it gets close and then hits into the wall and just clatters off.
Damn it. Okay.
Narrowly missing Grit in the process.
I still keep, because I've attacked, though, I still keep my rage though. Don't I? That's fine. It's not, I don't have
You
to
do.
deal damage. Okay, I think that's it.
All right, Saria. Spider is currently floating a little bit higher off the ground and behind Klaus.
Yeah. So I'm going to run up to Klaus and go, God protect you. And going to give you a hit point with the lay on hands.
1 hit point.
Yeah. one-
Cool.
One hit 20.
That's fine by me. It's more than I was on.
No, I'm not going to use my bonus for anything because the only thing I can do with that is Shield of Faith, and I'm still concentrating on that.
Okay.
For Elijah.
All right. At the start of your turn, I'd forgotten about this. The electricity in the web deals 1 point of light damage to you.
Oh,
I'd forgotten about ability. I hadn't used it for the last.
I'm unconscious.
Yep.
that's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
It is now.
But you did say a death save.
Yes.
You did. You avoided having to do that. However, it's now the spider's turn. The spider is going to come around and actually no, it's going to it's going to float back out of melee range of you.
So get an attack of opportunity.
No, because it wasn't within melee range anyway. It's moving further out of melee range of you. So,
Oh.
so it's going to shoot you with its charged web.
Okay.
Natural 20 to hit.
Darn it.
Doesn't do damage. This is the one that just grapples you. But you are now grappled and just floating next to Klaus.
So there's two of you in that room and you're both grappled and
Yeah.
floating.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is that
One of us
spider.
is conscious.
Huh?
One of us is conscious.
The other one is going to looking at the situation.
Just weighing up its options.
Yeah, weighing up his options, going to consider. It's stupid. So it's going to try and bite Grit, because Grit's the one closest to it. Natural one. Never mind.
Yay!
That is the end of the spider's turn. It goes to bite you, but you just bring the gauntlet up and just it can't get its mouth right.
Lightning doesn't affect me too, bitch.
That is the end of the spidery's turns. Elijah.
Just thought about that as well.
Watch Hamilton, damn it, it's good.
I'm not like that.
You're going to run up and bite it?
I'm going to run up and
No.
bite Grit, I think.
That was a
The one.
that was a natural one.
I tripped down the stairs and bite the concrete.
Yeah, you trip and you ding, ding,
Bite
ding,
the
ding.
dust.
Ross, add it to the tally.
Yes.
For shit jokes.
No, we don't have a pun counter. We only have a crits and innuendos.
Wow, pun counter needs to happen.
All right, so you fall over and you chip a tooth.
Oh, no.
I'm unconscious, but still laughing.
So,
Hear it in the background.
Winsome's turn. Winsome is going to run around and is going to basically take flight slightly, use his wings to just push off. And run and try for a spinning kick to hit the spider in the face. That is an unnatural 20, so that definitely hits. For 2 points of damage. Go for it again, because he can, because monk. Nope, that second one misses. So as he goes in for the first kick, he pushes off and tries to bring round to hit with the back heel, but because of the floating nature of the spider, it has just moved slightly because of the...
Moved ever so slightly.
Moved slightly, and is not quite in the position where he thought it was. But he lands on the other side and just pivots. Pivots his whole head, which is really disconcerting.
Just lands, but goes, whoop.
Yeah. That's out. Grits.
I will continue doing what I'm doing because I don't have. Do I have much else in my options? Yes, I will continue doing what I'm doing because I need to think. So the double light hammers. Then I will now definitely draw my second light hammer and just see if I can start pummeling.
Boom, boom.
Fucking hell. First is 8 to hit, which
This is.
and then the second swing is also another 8 to hit.
Okay.
This is not my jam. My jam is normally I'm much better with the gauntlet than I am with the hammers. Normally, normally they're used for crafting rather than.
The irony, of course, is that your last character was intended to be a melee character. This one isn't. Right.
Yeah.
That is the end of the turn. Cassian.
Oh, I'm back. Okay.
Hi. You have all your hit points. Just notice you're the only one with. You and Isara have all got all your hit points.
No, I don't.
Oh no, you've taken down. Oh no, because you
taken like
never-
14 points of
it's,
damage.
you know what that is because everyone else is doing everyone's on D&D.
Everyone
Yes.
is on deck.
I'm using old-fashioned pen and paper.
So I have some full hit points for the minute.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, I'll carry on running down the stairs.
Yeah.
And use my big axe to hit it with a reckless attack.
Confess axe.
Can I get close enough?
Yeah.
And that would be a 24.
Yeah, hits. Roll damage.
That's with my axe again.
Axey side.
And that is 12 points of slashing damage, I think.
Hang on, have you added everything else?
Yeah, 6 plus 4 plus my 2 because of my rage.
Nice.
12 points.
12 points of damage. This spider is very hit. Alright, that is the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Can I try to break this grapple?
You may make an athletics check.
Shake it off.
Now that's a poor time to roll poorly. 7.
Unfortunately, you are not able to. Also, make a constitution saving throw at the start of your turn.
15.
You're fine, so you're immune to that thing, but you do have the haste effect, so
Can I use that to try and break the grapple again?
yeah, technically, yes, you could.
That's better. So I was trying to go for it again, a bit of a jolt, but then that energizes me, and I just rip it off with a 21.
Nice.
You land on the ground, ready to go. It is the
No, I'm not that graceful. It's more rip it and clonk.
yeah,
Plonk.
just
Ow,
stagger
my
a little
ankle.
bit. Close. Death save.
Ow, my face.
2.
Oh, no. Not one.
It's not a 1.
Not a one.
Okay, it is now Spider. Spider is going to come round and attack you with a bite. That is 17 to hit.
Oh, that just hits.
Oh.
Just hits. Good God. Damn.
I took defense as my fighting style, so that plus 1 AC.
Ah. More than me.
Yep.
17 AC.
So that is 4 points of piercing damage and 7 of lightning.
So 11 total.
11 total, and make a Constitution saving throw. Ouch.
Gosh, that is.
The shocking spider.
It's a powerfully fighting spider. Con save is fine. That's an unnatural 20.
Okay, make another Constitution saving throw, please. That's the main thing.
Fail.
I want you to fail.
That's a 7.
Okay,
There it is.
so that one you are able to take your action and not both. You feel the sort of the numbing effect of the electricity coming through you. The concentration to maintain shield of faith, though, that maintains.
Okay. Oh, well, I do need to roll for that because I got damaged.
No, that was the first con save I made you do.
All right. Okay.
Then last spider that is downstairs is going for Grit again.
Is within 5 feet of me?
Yes, it is.
Yes! You carry on. I'm going to do this.
Okay,
We'll
was
take 1 point of thunder damage.
it was 24 to hit Grit.
That ball hits.
For 7 lightning and 4, so 11 total.
Okie dokie.
And you con save, please.
Con save is a 24.
Yeah, you're fine.
Natural 20.
Oh, shit buckets. Roll damage.
All I do is
13
swing, swing, no matter what.
That is 13 plus 4, so 17 plus 2, 19 points of slashing damage.
I'm doing quick arithmetic without his fingers.
I too am an intellectual.
You bring the axe down as you see it going for Grit. And as it gets its bite around it, you bring the axe and just cleave its head completely off its body.
Yeah.
Which does mean, Grit, you are going to need to polish your armor later because it is covered with its blood and
I will just shout and be like, sorry, bro. I'll wash it for you later.
I suppose, thank you.
Sorry.
Elijah.
I will, once again, dust myself off. This is very dusty blood. It's very slippery. Well, aren't we all glad that that's dealt with? Anyone else get the feeling that we've forgotten something incredibly?
No, only your brother.
I get to the top of the stairs and see.
You can get, if you dash, you can see
What if I didn't dash?
Then you can't.
It's unfortunate for someone.
I know.
Well, I will dash.
You dash and you get to the doorway.
I will inspire. Let him die if you want to. Safety is this way. You feel inspired.
I'll kill you in your sleep.
Probably.
Right. It is Winston's turn. Winston can only get there if he uses a dash. So he's going to run back upstairs and join you in the corridor.
Yeah, look at the top of this corridor.
Grit.
Still going on down there.
Yeah. I mean, I can start making my way downtown, I guess. I will follow to assist, but I think
Okay.
it's assist.
Full movement, a double dash, or
Yeah, I will dash. Yes.
okay, you can get into the corridor as well. Into the doorway.
Look at us all watching you die.
Cassian.
What else I can do?
Yeah, I'll sprint over.
Yeah, you can get to the top, into the doorway, and that's it. That's your dash.
Yeah.
Okay. Sarah,
Oh wait, do I lose my?
you do not lose your rage because you were attacked. You made an attack last turn.
Okay. Fine. So that's one more down.
Why did I open
So
Twitter?
it has to be like.
I don't know, but for some reason, open Twitter.
So it essentially has to be like 2 more turns on my second turn after I last attacked is when I'd lose it.
Well, attacked or were attacked. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
We'll double check that.
That last heal didn't really cut it. I mean, Morgan's power. So I'm going to presumably I can reach out and touch Klaus.
Yeah, you can touch his foot.
And I am going to cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah, I think it's if you are attacked or have made an attack since the end of your last
If
turn.
you haven't attacked or haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken damage since then, you did attack between your turns. You basically need to. If you don't attack anything next turn,
Yeah. So after my last attack, I get 1, 2.
yeah, at the end of
So
your,
you get two chances to.
yes, at the end of your next turn, if you haven't attacked anything,
Yeah.
your rage will end.
That's
you get
fine.
8 points of healing.
Thank you very
Was
much.
that cure wounds?
Yeah, that's Cure Wounds.
Yes,
I
they
don't-
can give cute wounds.
Ooh. Yeah, and I know last I knew, Elijah was still badly injured, so I'm not going to drop my shield of faith on them. I'm just going to have faith.
Because you gotta have faith.
And that's my turn, because that was my action.
I guess it would be nice. Klaus.
If I could shoot this motherfucker.
If I could shoot as far.
21.
That'll hit. Gotta fight like you.
8 points of damage.
How do you want to kill us?
Yeah.
Kind of through the mouth, if I'm honest. Just like.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, as the healing touch from Sarah comes in and it turns around to sort of see what's going on, you turn and just fire down at it, and it passes through the back of its skull, emerging, and it flops dead. You have defeated the balloon spiders.
Oh.
Balloon spiders.
Yes.
That makes them sound much more fun.
Yeah.
You're a funny balloon spider.
It's the size of a small pig. What?
Yeah, it's a pretty decent sized pig. Anyway,
Cool.
Thank you.
That's okay. Good team. Oh, hang on. You can't really do that. You're tied up. Let me see if I can get you out. So I'm going to find free Klaus from the web.
after a little time, you are able to free Klaus from the web, and the electricity does dissipate, bring you down to the ground.
Okay, so I found a giant spider.
There's 2 more out there.
I'm glad I only found one.
Maybe we need a rule that people don't go off on their own, because that's twice now that's happened and people have got into trouble.
This is true. So, buddy up, buddy system. Me and Grit. You
No, we
two.
don't have to have permanent partners, but just if you're going somewhere, take someone with you.
Yeah, me and Cassian.
I mean, if you're gonna bite things.
And I don't want that
Yeah,
liability.
that was impressive
don't mind me.
resourcefulness.
I had used the tools that were available to me. I'm not exactly going to punch it.
I don't know. I think
See these noodle arms? I
we
wear
can
a
build
suit.
them up. It's fine.
I wear a suit. You wear a toga.
I don't wear a toga.
I went for that.
This is much nicer than a toga. I left my toga at home.
Greg's armor looks lovely. If only I could wear it.
Yes. I mean, it is a bit covered in spider goop, which I'm sorry again. I will help you clean that off later.
I appreciate that.
You are.
Also, if we're separating up the pairs, I don't want to have to deal with the liability that's Klaus.
Neither does
fair.
my brother.
It's fine. Agreed.
It's fine. We made a good team then. I'll go with you.
Yes, go with the healer.
Sounds good. Sound good. Can I go over and have a look at the nest?
Yeah. There's about 30 odd spider eggs, 30, 40 spider eggs.
I turn back round. What are we gonna do about this?
You can see me in my backpack lighting a torch.
Yeah. I mean, we might be able to convince them that we're their overlords, but I think maybe.
How intelligent do you think these creatures are?
15 years later, they're all questioning, why don't I look like my mother?
Exactly. Sure, it's the first thing you see. That's mummy. How intelligent am I? Yeah, that's all right.
So you know better or not enough?
15.
What are you looking at me? You tell me what
I
you're
don't
doing.
know. So I think I can make these spiders my weapons.
Minions?
Minions.
You can certainly try. You have never
No.
tried spider taming before.
It's fine.
However, Elijah may be about to set them on fire.
They don't affect us. We could just leave them be. Hey, stop that.
Why?
Because we broke into their place.
This
Well, I mean, I don't think they were the original residents.
Oh no, but they were
So
here,
they're breaking and entering.
they were here before
It's against
us.
the law.
They were here before us. We're going to be moving on. We can leave it be.
if
Are you
they
scared of a few little eggs?
No, the things that come out of them, on the other hand. tend to be a
if
bit
they're
bitey.
babies, if
They tend to
they're
be a bit bitey.
if they're only babies, we should
Coming
be
from
fine.
you, that's quite funny.
And who knows, maybe they're keeping something worse away.
They're keeping something worse away.
Yeah,
Yes, us. We're the worst.
I doubt that.
We walked into their home and slaughtered them.
Have you
Now
seen,
you're choosing to have morals.
Hang on, now,
They
now
were
you're saying
attacking
that
us.
they didn't break in, we broke into their home.
They broke in and we broke in again.
when it was a fight, that was fun. This is in cold blood. I don't like that.
I'm
And you saying what they be keeping away? Did you not see the statues outside? What if the spiders are all that are keeping them? Those kind of things from coming in here.
Sorry, do you think the spies were keeping out the massive winged creature that's being throttled upstairs?
you never
I don't know, but there must be a reason for the statue.
We'll
It's
see.
a lovely piece of art.
If you were getting, even if you were a big scary monster and you were getting shocks all the time, you might go off and find somewhere nicer to live.
Can
What time of day is it?
It's evening, early evening.
Oh, okay.
There's still lightning and rain outside.
is there any way I can deduce how close these eggs are to hatching?
Make a nature check.
Sure, let's go.
Look at
Natural 20.
You
That's a total of 22.
okay? You have a look at the eggs and the nests. You sort of spend a little time studying. You get the sense they are
Mother Cassian.
not quite. But yeah, it's probably within maybe a week or so before they're due to hatch.
Right.
We've got about a week. I'd say if we're going to explore this place, we're not going to be here for probably more than a week. So I think for now, let's not mass genocide some spiders. That all right? They gave us a bit of a run for our money, but you know what? It was exciting. I liked it.
It was, and I
So-
hate for there to be an accident, so I'm just going to pop this here.
No. I just like 2 points of burn.
You take
fire
2 points of fire damage. Yeah.
That's fine. Don't care. Worth it.
He is
That's
not
the
a
ability, is that?
If we want to stay downstairs out of their way, that is fine. If we want to carry on up, I'm guessing there's an up.
There are more stairs. Yes.
More floors, which might be
I'm not feeling more.
not today.
Yeah,
I think
we should have a
Go
rest.
downstairs. There's more rabbit stew, which might bring us a bit back to life. Unless
think
you want
we
your
should try the
raw one.
berries.
Unless you want to.
Now seems
Some-
the perfect time.
You want strawberries?
Go for the berry.
Bite a berry? Okay, you bite the berry. It is sweet. And did you swallow? One of the wounds, in one of the puncture wounds, starts to heal over slightly. And you feel exceedingly full.
Quite a good berry.
It was a very good berry.
berry.
Yeah.
I'm glad I took 10. 9 now.
Wow.
Good berry.
Still alive? Still going?
Make a constitution saving throw.
Really?
No.
Like another effect. Something bad.
You really have to say it's not good.
That's debatable.
Fun.
Yeah. Just very parched.
So,
Xbox sent a message because hey, why
that was
not?
weird. Okay. So, I don't know, Xbox just flashed up. YouTube,
Weird.
I mean. Anyway,
I think go downstairs, have some rest, not go into this room anymore, and carry on up tomorrow
As a group, not
as a group.
individuals wandering off on their own.
Yes.
As a group. Not on our
We're
own.
safer together.
I walk downstairs.
I'll grab Klaus by the shoulders, go, good man, and then take him down the stairs and be like, you got any more of those berries? I think your brother probably needs some. Come on, let's get some more rabbit in you. And I'll take him downstairs.
I'm going to wait for Elijah to go before I go.
Yeah, got me. That was going to be an accidental. I officially dropped this torch into the nest.
you head downstairs and you notice that, apart from the dead spider that you cleaned half, there's at the bottom of the stairs now, there is also rain coming in from the open door where you smashed the door off the hinges.
I try and put the door back up.
I will assist.
Just wedge the door back in.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, okay, okay.
It's a bit wet, but it's fine.
I'm gonna shake off my shoes.
Yeah.
It's fine. Back to the fire. Is the fire still going?
Yeah, fire's still
It's
going.
fine, it's fine. Back in here.
I've literally been away.
Is there a
for
door?
10 minutes.
Is there a door in the kitchen?
There is not a door to the kitchen. It is an open plan kitchen.
What about other
Gosh.
rooms?
There are other rooms. There are sort of barrack rooms that are around for people that people used to sleep in. There is not a cellar.
Where else would I keep the wine? Any wine in the kitchen?
It would probably have gone off by now.
Aged.
Make
Oh.
an investigation check.
I mean, there's age.
Buddy.
Ooh,
Oh,
no,
no, I thought,
good.
yeah. Investigation.
Yeah.
20.
You find a glass bottle just tucked in the back below the sink. Cork comes off.
That's impressive.
What?
The cork comes off.
Yeah.
It's that old.
Well, it comes off in as much as it just disintegrates in his hands.
Yeah.
It comes out.
It's cool.
You sniff it. It smells strong, acrid. Make a constitution saving throw.
Yes!
Crit. 24.
As you drink, the cleaning fluid that was left on
You 100% ethanol. My stomach lining has officially been stripped.
Ah, from the Mr. Muscle video.
You take 8 points of acid damage.
Oh,
You have
That was the halved.
You have literally drunk white
he's
spirit.
got one hit point there.
Hey, Klaus!
consequences for that in the morning.
Don't show that it hurts. Don't show that it hurts.
Warmer than I thought it would be.
That's warm the cockles.
One and done is what I normally say.
Okay. All right. So for the evening, as the night goes on, is there anything that you wish to do before you rest?
I will help Grit clean his armor before we.
I have a perfect solution.
Before we.
Did you find it under the sink?
I don't know if I would have noticed you. Oh no, I did notice you dry yourself. I'll just. No, I mean I wouldn't really think about it. I did that. It's my job to clean it. So I'll help Grit clean it. I'll go and stand outside in the rain for a bit just to like shake it off.
Okay, so you get the metal armor.
Gentle.
It's fine, I'll put it next to the fire. How else am I going to clean
Then
it?
cook it.
Would I know? Okay, fine. Would Cassian know how to clean armour other than put it in water?
No.
Cassian might do. He's spent enough time with Grit to know how to clean his
Make an
armour.
intelligence check.
Can't help but imagine that's not your strong suit.
16.
Okay. You're taking instruction from Grit
Okay, there we
to get the armor cleaned in a reasonable manner. There is a little bit of sort of water to sort of take off some of the worst, the ick, but it's getting underneath the individual scales. It basically is like a toothbrush kind of thing to just get in there.
Yeah, Izaria's going to help us as well because the armor is one of the pair of things.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Izaria is a armor smith and a blade smith, I think, aren't you?
Just General Smith.
General Smith.
Haven't really got a speciality yet.
Fair enough.
I will get that nice and clean before I head to bed.
Okay.
And probably have a second helping of rabbit stew.
Yeah, fair
Because
enough.
I'm a big growing boy.
Grown boy, and it is tasty. Anything else that anyone wishes to do this evening? Is anyone keeping watch?
I could take a watch.
I'll take a watch.
I think you probably need to heal up a bit more first.
I'll take a
So,
laser watch.
yeah, I'll stay up. I'll stay up, and once I've cleaned Grit's armor, I will eat my rabbit stew as I stay watching the doorway. With
I will fake
Zarya.
sleep until I absolutely have to sleep.
Okay. Are you staying up, Grit, or?
Yeah, I will stay up, but also I will set out an alarm again.
Okay.
Sleep.
Ding, ding, ding.
Where are you setting the alarm?
I think it's only 20 feet, so just as much as I can around us specifically.
Okay, so
Do
you.
it in the doorway.
Cover a doorway. If I can cover a doorway, then that'd be the preference.
Okay, do you.
He's literally just saying.
Just in case there's more spiders as well, so I want to make sure I'm covering inside.
Yeah, alarm spell, but
Oh,
because it's an artifice, it's more mechanical
okay.
in nature than it is art.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. So you have a rest chamber.
Bearings and can, basically.
So there's a rest chamber, bearings, cans, all that sort of stuff that is there, and you guys are aware of it. You know how to step past it and not wake anyone up if you are taking the next watch. The watches go perfectly reasonably. Nothing out of the ordinary for yourself or for Grits or Isaria. Klaus,
Hello.
as you get up, having curled around your egg, you get up and you walk out to relieve Isaria. You go and sit by the fire and get a mug of liquid to keep warm. It's not pleasant.
Hopefully that one other can win.
No. You feel the egg shake.
Hello.
Switched it while she was sleeping.
And it just shivers a little bit. Reaction to the heat.
I turn it more towards the fire, just hold it closer.
It wobbles more. And then
Hold down.
Am I still up?
no, you're asleep.
I've gone to sleep.
Ratigus, thank you for following. As the egg and something just pokes a beak out.
I don't know what I was expecting out of you.
A head pokes out. A sort of white feathered head with 2 closed eyes and a little yellow beak. Sort of raptor-like beak, eagle.
Bird. I mean, it's an egg.
As it shakes, it pushes more of the egg away from it, revealing a long body, still feathered and clawed, with 4 legs and 2 large wings, or relative to its size, obviously, but just sort of extend out. It is about the size of, well, it's about the size of a Lotso. Yes!
Oh,
As it cracks out and its wings just sort of shake off some of the ick that is on it. This small, tiny griffin.
Do I know what it is?
No. Actually, yes, you would know what it is.
Right, okay.
You do know what this is.
So that's what a griffin egg looks like.
You just bite onto your thumb.
Thank you.
I just got one of those back.
It's not painful, but it's just like...
Thank you. What do you eat? No, not me. Is there any rabbit stew left?
Yeah.
I'd find a bit of the meat that was in it and kind of shake off as much of the kind of gravy as I can and go.
Opens his eyes and
aware that it's kind of the size of his face.
yeah, it's a little bit too big.
Break a bit off. Okay. No. No more. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be a nice surprise for everyone. There we go.
You've made them.
It just starts to flap its wings a little bit and just takes off from your hand.
Wow, I did not expect you to be flying that quick.
They grew up so fast.
And as it sort of takes off, it then suddenly loses confidence in itself and starts tumbling forward. It lands on the ground. Make a dexterity saving throw just for safety.
Falls in the fire.
6. You go to catch it and just miss, and it just tumbles off your hand and rolls forward and into the alarm spell, setting off the cans and the ball bearings. And then clang, 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 clang.
No!
No, what is it?
What?
Quickly run over.
What?
Still an alarm.
What?
It's something else to kill. It's attacking us.
Fireball!
Yeah, I instinctively grabbed my axe. Oh,
Whoa.
I picked up my hand axe when we passed.
I
on the
assumed
stairs.
you had enough
I
time to
retrieved my
fix.
javelin.
Yeah.
So,
My lord.
so the egg hatched.
Oh, is that set off the alarm?
Yeah,
What is
he
it?
tried to fly.
That is cool.
What?
Oh, wow.
It did not
Hello.
like it when you were lifted up. It's like,
Sorry.
Hello.
Yeah, he's a bit bitey.
That's okay. I'm sure we'll get through things to get older.
What is it?
This friend is a griffin.
Oh, a
Oh.
gazoon type. What?
Yeah, do I know what a griffin is?
no, you do not.
No one knows.
Nope.
And what's a griffin apart from bats?
It is part eagle, part not eagle. It's got 4 legs and can fly. Eventually, might be able to ride on it.
It's going to get as big as a horse.
It has the body of a lion. It's like a
Yeah.
lion cub. It's like Simba.
But it's tiny.
Hand-sized.
Currently,
Yeah.
I suspect it won't be this size for much longer.
Oh, we'll have to look until he grows and you can train him.
Did you know you were getting one of these?
No.
Wow, it was a lucky dip.
I had never seen a griffin egg before. I have seen these creatures when they're grown, but
Where did you get the egg from?
I found it in the wood.
Ah,
And I was on my way to meet with you.
Okay.
It was clearly far closer to hatching than I realised.
well, obviously you and this little guy were meant to find each other.
Yeah. What are you going to call him?
I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know.
A name is a very thing.
Wondering if there is the potential for an outside force
What about the forest?
potentially.
We all seem to be named from where we're found. What about forest?
maybe he needs to because so we got a tradition tools we wait and see they earn their name, maybe see what he does and maybe do something like that, my hammer axe. It's called a hammer axe because I haven't named anything cool yet.
Well,
Until it does something cool. Maybe wait until he does something cool.
so far, if that's the way we're going, he is named Bitey McHandbite.
Interesting choice, but that we have time. He seems to like you, so
He
maybe
does.
he might not wander off too far.
Be interesting to see if he stays when you sleep.
That too. Maybe you can stay up with him a little while.
I mean, it's my turn to watch, so
Pops off your hands, off the ground.
fair enough.
Starts plotting around.
Who of us?
Maybe try and keep him from setting off the alarms for the rest of the night, yeah?
I will.
Who was in the middle of their long rest?
Everyone else.
Everyone else.
Everyone but me.
Okay. Oh, so it's just you just going up. Okay, that's fine.
You don't have to sleep all through a long rest.
No, I know. I just want to make sure that I don't just get up and crack on with life. No, that's fine. Okay. No, we don't want to eat the baby griffin.
Do not touch my baby.
You want to eat everything.
Very hungry.
Yeah, I can tell.
All right. So, with Griffin unnamed but hatched, you do watch as it moves around, and it does seem to sort of looking for different bits and pieces. It finds some of the discarded rabbit carcass, and the snack on some of that. It pecks it away. Sorry, just curls up next to the fire and just goes to sleep.
I sit down next to it.
When you just sort of give it a little stroke, you sort of take off the goop that is on its back.
They just come have an egg, so
Baby goop. Yeah, it has goop. But you just sort of get to the fur that makes up its back end, and
that is a very odd thing. Feathers to fur.
Sorry, just read what
oh no.
He's got 2.5 channel points and he can name something.
Oh, no.
I would like to point out that just means I have to name something. It doesn't mean he has to name anything.
No.
But I do encourage the people getting the channel points to name stuff to then flush out what they've it.
Yeah, okay, fair.
No, that's
Well, it just, I mean, the thing says you get to name a character, item, or town in the game, and, maybe Griffin's a character, so...
Forrest Griffin, UFC middleweight champion.
Run, Forrest, run!
I've now just understood what you meant by Peter.
You're bad.
I'm really not.
And on that note, we will end for tonight.
Yay!
Dear. There we go, guys. We have now got a griffin.
Amazing!
In the
We've got a
party.
little mascot and another thing We have to make sure that doesn't die.
Yep.
Which is attached to the one that's been in the most danger
Yes.
since the beginning.
What I have found out though is D&D Beyond does have stats for young griffin.
Oh, that's cute.
Like it's got there's a tiny
Griffin.
griffin and then it has a small one, but it's got a really cute little photo of it.
It's obviously realised that people want pets.
I think it's part of the
Companions.
no, it's part of the Icewind Dale Reign of the Frost Maiden stuff. But anyway, thank you very much for joining us, everyone. Thank you very much for that follow. We appreciate you. If you want to come and see some of the stuff we get up to in the future, we have got board games that we will be doing as board game streams. Let's get that linked up. Games. There we go. On our YouTube page, you'll be able to find some of the stuff we're doing, and also here on Twitch, you'll be able to get that on there. This next coming week, I will probably, I'm being confirmed, but I will probably have a look. Tuesday, I will be playing probably something solo. I might do some more of the profession of a directional thing. Series, like an Architects of the West Kingdom or a Paladins of the West Kingdom. I might do one of those. So Explorers of the North Sea. Yeah. Maybe that's one we haven't done yet. And on Thursday, we will be doing another Sovereignty stream with our partners, and we will be playing Planet Unknown.
Oh.
I believe that is you, me, Dom, and Danny will be joining
Nice.
from Sovereignty, not Danny.
I was going to say, it's not that dumb.
Not Danny.
Playing?
But until then, and then next Friday we will be back here again playing D&D, same time, same place. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Is there anyone here that we could raid? Essentially.
Read.
Is there anyone I follow? No, there is not.
Different sort of raid.
I would like to raid.
Thank
So-
you, Ratty McRatticus.
Yes.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you, everyone.
Here
We
for
will
the first
see you.
one.
Yes, we shall see you in the future. Thank you very much, and good night.
Bye.